Gentlemen and ladies, welcome to OilersFanReaction, play-by-play kind of live broadcast. Oilers are in Vegas to take on the Golden Knights. Good news is over the horizon, as Connor McDavid did not travel with the Oilers, but he took a chartered flight after and joined them in Vegas today. He was on the ice for morning skate. Will not play tonight, but that just means he's getting closer and closer to becoming on the ice. Some say he may be ready for Thursday. Some say Saturday. We will wait and see. Other news, the Oilers did make a very significant signing. I gotta say, I'm pretty damn happy with their signing. It's just me, though. I think. Oh, excuse me. I think the signing of the defenseman out of Ohio State by way of New Jersey is going to be a bigger deal than we may think it is in 2 years. Um, just my two thoughts. I did a lot of digging when I heard the player and who they signed. Um, Obviously, tonight's starting goalie is Calvin Pickard coming up against Aiden Hill. Yo, Dominic, how are you? In case you guys didn't know, give me 5 seconds here. I don't want to mess his name up because if I do, um, it'll sound very bad, very wrong, and I may get in trouble for it. So, if you guys don't know, can you hear me now? I had to turn my mic off because sometimes when I record videos, there's a lot of echo or screeching noise. I'm trying to fix that. Hopefully, you guys can hear me now. Now, the kid's name is Damien Farnaga. They're going to probably play him against either Anaheim or San Jose Renegade. That is the plan, to have him play at least one, if not two games on the trip. So if you guys don't know who Carnag, I'm just going to say his first name's Danian because I don't want to get the last name completely butchered. He right now plays for Ohio State. They've just been eliminated from the Frozen Four. Thus, you got a signing. It's part of the NCAA free agent signing. He's a puck-moving defenseman who has size. Don't know if that's good or bad. He's not size. I can't say 5'11", 196 odd pounds soaking wet is size, but what I can tell you from the highlights I have seen, he closes quickly. He closes very, very quickly, and he's got long reach, much like a Cale Makar type of defenseman. I'm not going out here and saying he's going to be as good as Cale Makar. Obviously, that would be bold of my assumptions. But I think he's got the capabilities of hitting that, like, being capable of doing what Cale Makar does on the defensive end. Keeps players to the outside. Notice if you watch Cale Makar, very little do you see a forward get in on him. That's by design. Evening, right? Christian, Diane, Renegade Trucker. Ooh, Weyburn, Saskatchewan. Dude, did you go to KFC in Weyburn, Saskatchewan? I know this is so random and everybody's going to be like, why would you go to KFC in Weyburn, Saskatchewan? Gene, you're on your phone, Gene. Right now, I'm watching the Vegas stream. Gene Principe is on the Vegas stream as a video, but no audio. They're trying to get his attention. No, not that. There's a buffet. There's a KFC buffet. It is awesome. It's only in Saskatchewan. There's buffets, and it's only in Saskatchewan. That's why I asked, because he's in Weyburn. I know there's a KFC buffet in Weyburn, Saskatchewan. Yeah, and don't make fun of KFC. I love me some KFC. I love me some fried chicken. I let it get to my arteries. It's not going to upset me. Like, it's not going to upset me seeing who they played. I'm not going to be upset if they make it. I'm just going to be annoyed by the fans that think they're better than they are and think that Holloway is this amazing player and Broberg is this amazing player. And I've had a few conversations with actual St. Louis Blue fans, not these idiot trolls that come in here. And I told them point blank, yes, Holloway is having a career year this year. Absolutely. But you have to look at the flip side of that. He's playing 27-plus minutes a night. He was never going to get that in Edmonton. He was never going to get power play time, and he was never going to get more than 10 minutes, maybe pushing 12 a night here in Edmonton. So it is what it is. If they make it, they're getting bounced in round one because Vegas is going to steamroll them, or Winnipeg is just going to steamroll them. But I still have hope that Vancouver or Calgary is going to catch them. They're not going to continue going on a winning streak like they are. They're also, when was the last, outside of Colorado, when was the last playoff team that the Blues played against? It's been almost a month. They play Nashville and Chicago every other game. It's either Nashville or Chicago. It's Nashville or Chicago. Now they're playing Detroit. Must be nice to play in the Central. I'm not worried. See, this is the thing I'm not worried about, because McDavid, Kane, Friedrich, Ekholm, and Skinner are all coming back before the playoffs for Ekholm, McDavid, and Skinner. Kane and Friedrich may not come back for playoffs. Well, until playoffs start, and that's okay by me. Any whoosies? We're doing this stupid Golden Knight tribute.
Road games left this season, one game to San Jose, one game to Winnipeg, but this is the trip. This is the really big trip for Edmonton to determine what will happen in the Pacific Division. Two teams you think will be a little easier to play, two really tough teams starting tonight, then continuing on Saturday. But really,
I just hate how St. Louis is doing it. They're not good. Just not good. They're playing against the weakest division teams. Chicago and Nashville, everybody is steamrolling Chicago and Nashville. And a AAA team could beat Chicago and Nashville this year. Also, speaking of Chicago, Connor Bedard may not sign another contract in Chicago. After his ELC is up, he may not re-sign. Keep an eye on that. I'll be right back. I gotta go get my jersey. Enjoy.
All that when they come out here tonight, they have a chance, and there's a few different options, but Vegas could clinch a spot in the playoffs. So that is the setup tonight between Edmonton and Vegas, and Well, wait a minute, I forgot one thing. I know we're proud owners of the Toronto Blue Jays. I don't know if you've heard, the New York Yankees against Milwaukee had an unbelievable 3-game series. 15 home runs, 9 in one game. So incredible what they were able to accomplish. And this is all the result of a torpedo bat. So on the heels of that, it's incredible. I love the NHL is always thinking about what to do. This is what they've decided to try tonight. It's a torpedo stick. Can you tell? I mean, it's a league like, well, we always love offense. And so tonight, one player from each team will be using one of these sticks. We're not sure which one it will be. But one last thing to say as we go to break. April Fools!
Rogers Oilers Hockey on Sportsnet. Brought to you by Rogers Xfinity game-changing internet. Stream, share, and score big with Canada's most reliable internet. And by Molson, official beer sponsor of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian, Ultra, Export, or Excel, there's a Molson with your name on it. Must be legal drinking age.
Some people say that at Napa Auto Pro, hey Liz, we're so close to our customers, they feel like part of the family.
It's true! It's true!
Napa Auto Pro.
It's true!
Welcome back to Vegas. The Oilers arrived last night in preparation for tonight's start of this 4-game road trip. And why not start with what conceivably could be the hardest game of the 4-game trip? But you know the Oilers are ready for it. You know the Knights are as well. Stand by and enjoy the evening.
Fans, please rise and remove your caps with the Canadian National Anthem performed tonight by Lene Myers.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for
Healthy set of lungs on this one.
Thank you, Lene Myers.
Thank you, Mrs. Myers. Now we got the other guy coming out to sing the American one.
Performed tonight by Golden Pipes, Carnell Johnson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through the hat of flag.
Yeah, there was booing. They picked it up on the Vegas feed.
And the home of the brave.
Unfortunately, it got picked up on the Vegas feed.
Vegas on the strip.
It is what it is, folks.
The Edmonton Oilers and the Vegas Golden Knights, 2 Pacific Division heavyweights.
Let's go, Oilers. Calvin Pickard, Aiden Hill.
6 weeks' time. Calvin Pickard played some preseason games with the Vegas Golden Knights in their inaugural.
Yeah, no, I tried. I'm trying something different. Like if you're not trying to improve, you're just being stale.
He was briefly a teammate of that man, Aiden Hill, who has once again established himself.
Let's get her done, boys. Pitter patter. Let's get at her.
He has been on a tear for Vegas, who's won 6.
They already have Vegas overwhelming odd favorites. 62% to 37. Hey, Barbershop, how's it going? That's right, Titantron, man.
The first star of the month for the month of March for the Vegas Golden Knights.
Let's go, Wings.
Winning streak into tonight's matchup.
I don't like where the camera is for this game, though.
At Scotiabank, believing there's a place for all Canadians in Canada's game. And off the draw, Draisaitl having controlled. It's Wallman up the left-hand side for Pod Colson. And Leon Draisaitl, not only 6 career overtime winners this season, but 19 over the course of his star-stuttered time with the Edmonton Oilers. Here's Jack Eichel into the offensive zone, that dribble through Shea Theodore.
Underway from the fortress, they call it on the Vegas side of things. Icing against Vegas to start the game off.
When you look at these two teams, what may accomplish?
All right. I mean, Calgary could do.
I think here said, hey, congrats on the 50 goals. Little tap by Leon Draisaitl. You like to see that before a game and the puck drop between 2 rivals in this big game. And Draisaitl with 50 and 51 Saturday night versus the Flames in the Battle of Alberta. But we talked about this before the game, you and I, Jack. I just think they have to have the same mentality, Edmonton that is, that they had against Calgary. Try and win a 2-1 game.
Oilers prevailed 3-2 on Saturday night, while Vegas was taking care of Nashville in the second of the back-to-back. Aiden Hill had to start both games as Ilya Samsonov was hurt in warm-ups, so Hill started and beat the Predators by a score of 3-1. He'll be backed up tonight by one-time New Jersey Devil Akira Schmidt. Flipped in by Kasperi Kapanen, elevated to the second line tonight with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Zach Hyman. A drive from the point sales wide by Darnell Nurse and is held in by Brett Kulak. Edmonton's personnel remains the same. Here's a slap pass in tight for Nugent-Hopkins off the heel of the stick and played back to Darnell Nurse. As Gene told you, Connor McDavid made the trip, but isn't necessarily expected to play anytime soon. Although we can assume Louis will try to talk himself in the lineup at one point during this trip. Kulak trying to knock it down, and he'll eventually slug it down low. That's going to be handled by Aiden Hill, and he got pumped. And Zach Hyman's going to get a goaltender interference call here, a minute 40 into the hockey game.
Oilers are getting a penalty for what? Goaltender interference on Zach Hyman. Get the hell out of here with that crap. So our goalie's allowed to get trucked and run over all day, every day behind the net. And we can't touch him. That's a bullshit call. That's a Vegas-born call. If you like Vegas-born, that's a call for you. Howdy, Dan. How's it going? What a joke. Like, I'm sorry, but give me a break. How many times has Stuart Skinner been derailed behind the net? There's no call.
Like an NFL quarterback, Louis. No, I'm sorry, you turned into Hyman. No, what I'm saying is the protection. That's all I'm saying.
He was on a flyby. He was on a course to miss Bill Steve in front of him. He's the one that went in his direction. Sorry, I'm not changing my mind.
No, like, good on you, Louis. Good on you for sticking up for the boys. So the next time that an Oiler goalie goes behind the net and gets hit even a little bit, there better be an arm going up. No, that won't happen. Different game. Different game, different referees. Fucking joke city, man. Joke freaking city.
passes to protect.
Oh yeah, let's have a guy that's from Red Deer that cheers for the Calgary Flames ref the freaking game against the Oilers every fucking time.
Rendered academic by the fact that
Graham, you're such a piece of shit as a ref.
Stack its blue line. Yeah. 7 goals in its last 6 games, all wins. Here's Mark Stone over to Eichel. And Holt ripped one on net that's fought off by Pickard. A wrist shot taken by Theodore. And that deflected wide. Eichel able to maintain. Quick up. Back to Eichel from Theodore. And Stone just missed Pavel Dorofeev, having a career season with 31 goals to lead this Vegas Golden Knights squad. Theodore steps in. Eichel a one-timer, and that was deflected.
Fucking one time after one time after one time.
What a shot. And for Jack Eichel, such a potent shot, and I think he's really
Come on, boys. Figure it out.
Wrister at first was a high one, handled off the shoulder of Pickard in the glove-hand side, and that's just Jack Eichel looking up and saying, I'm going to try and beat you, and then the post on the one-timer. He rips this one off the bar, up over top of the glass. That had some pace on it. 6 goals in his last 6 games for Jack Eichel. He has been red hot.
A career year, 93 points. He's obliterated the 3.
We all hate Vegas, man. I think that's a mutual thing in all Oiler fans.
By William Karlsson, who's currently riding on the 3rd line for this Golden Knights squad, coached by Bruce Cassidy.
Darnell Nurse gets the puck out. 30 seconds left to go in the penalty.
Around the left-hand side. Edmonton coming in with a penalty kill at 77.
I'm going to imagine that there's going to be 5 power plays for Vegas for 1 in Edmonton. 16 and a half left to go in the first period.
Send it over to Olofsson. Here's inside. The original Misfits, of course, and for so many years it was Marchessault, Smith, and Karlsson anchoring that Vegas attack. A deflection by Connor Brown. And the Oilers
No goal on the first power play for Vegas.
Vegas power play, just 2 shots on net. Tanner Pearson having a nice year. So does Brett Houghton. Vegas a lot of production from its middle to bottom 6. Evenly dispersed offense throughout the lineup. Sent in deep by Keegan Colason. Likewise having a career year, although he doesn't have a goal in his last 14. Draisaitl back towards center. Here's Howden. Goals in 3 straight to Colason.
Oh, don't hit that guy. Don't hit 55. He'll fall over and you'll get a penalty. Bouchard brings the puck up. 3-on-2 Edmonton. Oh, come on, Hyman. Trip, no call. Man.
On net, Pickard will slide it ahead. And once again, it's Draisaitl coming all the way back. His 11th game-winning goal of the year coming on Saturday. Turned it over. Dorofeev.
And of course it's a goal. Get away with the trip, but you can score a goal. Fuck, I hate these refs, man. Graham Kelker, you fucking prick. I wonder what happens when you give them a power play within the first 5 minutes and then you have them not get a tripping call. Fucking Jesus. Bring back the Scout the Ref website that used to tell you how bad or how good a referee was against a particular team or for a particular team. Not just this. Oh, well, this ref is in the game tonight. Yeah, I don't fucking care who he is playing in the game tonight. I want to know how he calls things for certain teams. And Graham Skettler is a freaking prick that knows it too.
This period brought to you by James H. Brown Accident Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters in injury law.
I'm just saying, this guy's a prick and he knows it.
Well, here's Wall jumping off the bench right here. He gets into the play, so obviously taking away passes in the neutral zone is what the Vegas Golden Knights want to do. Pick off by Dorofeev and a good stick. I think
Draisaitl, you got a back check though. fucking back check.
And on the ensuing play into the zone, nice little pass to Waugh, and he rips it home.
And because Brandon Saad is filling that lane, Louis, it draws the Edmonton defense down low, creating that opening in the high slot for Nick Wong. Brett Kulak shoots it in, and we've got a 1-0 game on our hands. Vegas.
You guys sound shocked that Vegas is up 1-0. Like, shots are 5-0, 14-17 left in the first period. Like, power play Vegas on a goalie interference that doesn't get called if it's an Oiler goalie laying on the ground.
Got off to a blistering start, relatively cold lately. And the game winner in this building when Edmonton lost 1-0 back in early December.
I'm not worried about game management. It's going to work in the playoffs, and I'm okay with it. Like I had this conversation with a buddy of mine. Let me turn these idiots on the Vegas side so I don't feel like I'm yelling at you guys. So, it's going to go one of two ways. This McDavid, Ekholm, Stuart Skinner game management. It's either going to go great where they're fully rested for playoffs and we're going to trounce everybody. Oh, there's a illegal knee on knee. Not going to call that though, right, Graham? Fucking. Oh, I hate this fucking referee.
13:20 to go in the first. Nick Wong celebrates it early. 1-0 lead for Vegas on Sportsnet.
Since when did Canada matter? Since when did we have anything to brag about?
Holy fuck, I hate this site so much.
Since when were Canadians not sorry? Canada? A destination? Since when were Canadians passionate or loud or exciting? Since when were Canadians proud? When weren't we?
Like I said, it's either going to work greatly where we're going to have the Oilers just demolish teams and destroy teams because we're going to be rested, or we're going to be out in round one. Possibly round two. It's either going to work perfectly to the Oilers' advantage, or they're going to blow up and just suck. There is no middle ground with this team come playoff time. What do you mean? What's going on? I mean, why Oilers always concede first goal? Because they take the first penalty in the game and they don't show up on time. That's why.
An assistant coach with the Flyers at that time. Calvin was there for a couple of months, and Chris admitted that he never really got a chance to know Calvin. Just a lot of hellos. How are you? And who knew that this many years later, Jack and Louis, that Calvin would be the #1 netminder for Chris Knobloch as head coach.
Yeah, they don't really have anything going for him. Let's get the first shot, personal. Which one do you think, Matt? Which one I think about what?
Pickard was traded from Vegas to the Toronto organization as we've got an icing call, and then he ends up a year later being a teammate of his opposing netminder tonight, Aiden Hill in Arizona. It's funny how just the world works, but Pickard actually...
I got to go pretty high to suit you said there, Kimo.
Mass design here in Vegas, and then all of a sudden he's gone.
Well, you know, you call him the governor for a reason. He knows a lot of people. And he talks to them all. When I'm back between the benches with Calvin on the bench.
Which one do I think of what? Oh, which one do I think? Do I think it's going to be they're going to come out strong or fall flat? I think they'll come out strong. I think the Oilers are going to have a deep run. I think McDavid resting right now, Kane resting right now, Ekholm resting, Trent Friedrich's going to be ready. Give Stuart Skinner a mental break. Like, the kid's played a lot of hockey the last 3 years. Oh, there's a trip, no call. They called that the other night, though. A goalie chipped a player that was called blatant, and that's same thing.
The veteran who continues to find a way into a stacked lineup and contribute, gets it in deep for the Golden Knights. A reset for Bouchard. Stetcher up the middle with a handoff to Matthias Janmark, of course, himself a former Golden Knight, driving in from the right-hand side. Stripped was Dorothea. Lead pass, Connor Brown. Mishandled initially, able to get it back on his stick, and eventually twist it down low for Stetcher. Played up the right-hand boards, but not out. Nurse will locate Stetcher, who handles a tough pass and whistles a shot wide. Rebound Nurse, fires toward the net. Hill shooting that one, and now we've got a penalty coming against Vegas.
Oh, power play coming up for the Oilers. They can call penalties.
Keeping the cycle moving, Matthias Janmark. It started in the neutral zone, and Janmark has drawn a penalty here. Extra attack.
Kapanen.
Nurse locates it. Draisaitl.
Kapanen comes out.
Kicked out to Stetcher. Another centering pass broken up.
That's a pretty easy one for me. Kapanen comes out.
Penalty still in effect here. Draisaitl now tied.
So you're going to have Kapanen come out, Kane come in, and then unfortunately you're going to either see Brown or Janmark come out when Friedrich comes in. And then you're going to see Jones come out when McDavid comes back. So that's just what I think. That's just my opinion, though, right? Like, again, take my opinions like a grain of salt. They're like assholes. Everybody's got one, right?
Gets tripped up right there by Theodore, and he'll head to the box for the first power play for Edmonton in the game.
And that power play brought to you by the new Play Alberta app.
Let's score on this power play, boys. Let's get this.
In one place. This is the one soft spot, Louis, on the Vegas statistical rundown. Their top 6 in every
New segment, what happens with Kapanen, right? Like, oh, love the kid, but, you know, like, but again, in order for Kane to come back early, McDavid has to go on the LTIR. So Kane's not coming back to Edmonton. Oh, hey, why is this thing popping up again? Honestly, Kane is not coming back to Edmonton. He's going to be in Bakersfield, probably play 3 games. Hey, Northern, how's it going? Long time no hear, no see. Hopefully you're doing well. And Oilers lose the faceoff, puck goes down the ice. Kind of like a Tom Connor song. Puck goes down the ice. We all roar, Toronto doesn't score. Good old hockey game. Oh, Oilers piss poor power play right now. There's a lot of sausage being made in the background. I truly wish I could show you guys everything that goes on in the background without showing the game. In all honesty, there's a lot of sausage that gets made in this background.
Coming up ice with Nugent Hopkins on his left. Sends it over to Hyman, return down low for Draisaitl. Battled for, ultimately going to be controlled by Nick Hay, who slid it ahead for Riley Smith. Good play to keep it in by Hyman a second time, but now Hay.
There was a hook, no call. Well, you can't give Vegas a 5-on-3 penalty. That would be ludicrous. You can't give Vegas another penalty. They're already killing one. Oh, muffins. Brett Brochu. I'm going to have to look him up, buddy. I honestly had no idea who was playing in net for you guys. I will definitely keep an eye on him. I'll look up his stats. Oh, you have no idea what I have running at max capacity, my friend. That's icing against the Oilers.
Oilers Community Foundation 50/50 presented
I got quite the setup. All my computers are like a decade old, if not older. So the fact I'm still going, this kind of scares me.
So now with just 12 seconds.
No goal on the Oilers power play because they suck right now on that.
Howland sets up.
Well, Vegas didn't score on theirs, and then
off the draw, White Cloud shot juggled and then frozen by Pickard.
Not a whole lot happening on this power play for the Edmonton Oilers, and Vegas for me just has got the pucks a little bit.
Shut up, Louis. Vegas for me. Oh.
Pass it back to the blue line, not a recognition that he needed, a little support, goes out of the zone, and they just haven't been able to set up and find that quality.
Sometimes I wish I could just bash Louis' head in.
Off the draw, Henry back behind. Wallman.
Oh, let's go. Absolutely. Ooh, is that a penalty too, ref? He fell on his own 2 feet. Make sure there was no Oiler in the vicinity. Shots are 6-1 for Vegas. Score is 1-0. Let's go, Henry. Skate!
That was available. But Vegas unable to get a shot. Now Nurse activating, pressuring Korzak. Louis mentioned no Tomas Hertl, Alex Pietrangelo, arguably still Vegas' top defenseman, still out with an injury as well. So missing 2 key people. The Golden Knights never.
They're not missing 2 key people. When they're above the salary every year, oh, fucking bad giveaway. Come on, guys, with the bad giveaways. Damn. Blues about to lose. Yep, 931 save percentage. Sign that kid to a long-term deal. No, that's a joke. Don't do that. Because he made that mistake with Jack Campbell. And look where that got us. Any Uzis? Yeah, no, I'm with you. He should definitely kick something. Really, though, do you honestly think Hertl and Pietrangelo are as big as McDavid and Ekholm? Considering who they have in their roster and how much their budget is, like, give me a break. I'm sorry, but Gary Bettman's golden children will always be over the cap and always be allowed to be over the cap. I recently watched a documentary on how Vegas got their team when the expansion draft happened. A lot of illegal activity happened, but Gary Bettman let it go. Funny how, and I'll stop about this, funny how Vegas was able to build a super team, but Seattle wasn't. Just saying, 2 teams came in roughly the same time. One team built a super team, the other team wasn't allowed to. Just saying. Of course, St. Louis fucking scores with an empty net. Fuck this team, man. So sick and tired of St. Louis playing weak-ass fucking teams all the time.
Time win for the Oilers, and afterwards the big celebration down the bow. And I think the guys were pretty pumped up to win that one with their division rivals. And
that wasn't a bad vertical for a goaltender.
That's a good selling guy, isn't he?
Yeah, I know what the announcer said, but he's such a Vegas announcer. Like, don't listen to that guy. If that's the case, then Vegas wouldn't be on a 6-game winning streak right now.
Most active moments were when he drew a penalty against Zach Hyman.
Shea Theodore is the best defenseman that they have. Oh, there's a pick, ref, but that's legal. Holy fuck. Another pick by Stone at center ice. Bouchard got called for a penalty like that the other night.
Forced loose. McNabb, a shot. Missed wide. Rebound, Mark Stone. Came off the back of the net. Stone, a career high in assists this year. McNabb, the feeler, slugged a one-timer, and that was a painful block for Brett Kulak. Keep an eye on him, Louis. Kulak appeared hobbled there.
Oh, my God. That's not offside.
Good stride.
Oh, Kulak blocked the shot.
Having trouble even getting over the boards.
Yeah, he
McDavid could possibly be back Thursday or Saturday. Now, who do we have on Thursday? The San Jose Sharks. Who do we have on Saturday? The LA Kings. 8:30 start time in San Jose, 2 p.m. on Saturday.
You hope that after walking that off a little bit, the feeling comes back in the foot. Kulak is a double thing. His feeling, but he's not feeling as well. It's numb, but it's a painful numb, if that makes sense at all.
I gotcha. It's not a dead leg. You know? That's what you don't want, because then you can't skate.
There's some of it's numb, but some of it you feel it a lot.
Kulak has not gone down underneath, so that's a good sign if you're an Oiler partisan. Noah Hannafin.
I'm sorry, but the Golden Knights have such a high salary cap.
Plays back in November.
In and of itself is stupid illegal. But yeah, like I said, I watched a documentary, and they were making backdoor deals to every GM. We won't take your top guy available if you give us a first-round draft pick. Give us a first-round draft pick, we won't take your top guy. And then they go and use those first-round draft picks to get better top-end guys. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. I'm sorry, but you cheated to get in. You cheated and circumvent every time you're in the playoffs. You circumvent the salary cap. I can't wait till this team is shit, and there's nothing they can do about it. And they're going to have no fans at their stadium. They're going to have nobody cheering for them. And Gary Bettman's not going to have any idea what the fuck to do. Didn't let Seattle do it, and he's not going to let the next expansion team do it. Holy fuck, Louis. Like,
a few seconds too late. Borzak ahead to Dorofeev and then swung around by Nurse looking for Corey Perry. Chipped it off the boards to Adam Henrique and now Max Jones. Poke checked away immediately by Korzak, who closed distance swiftly there. Wall on to Brandon Saad. Picked up after agreeing to a mutual termination of his deal with St. Louis. A one-timer ripped into the waiting glove of Calvin Pickard against Braden McNair.
oh, it's just so frustrating. Like, this team is so much better than they're playing, and that's the most frustrating part about this whole situation. And like I said, it's either one of two things are going to happen with this team. They're either going to go on one of the greatest cup runs this team has ever seen, or they're going to collapse in round 1 or 2. Yeah, they tied it because they pulled their goalie, and there's nothing that Detroit can do. Just, I don't like it. I don't understand how a team like St. Louis and Vegas gets such easy opponents to end a year. And then there's Oilers that have the toughest schedule to start the year and the toughest schedule to end the year. But hey, Gary doesn't care, right? Bettman and his goons, all they care about is making money. Which they won't be doing if two Canadian teams make the final. Let's go Ottawa, let's go Oilers. Like I said, I'm not concerned about Holloway. He's playing 20-plus minutes a night. Number 2 line, sometimes number 1 line. Number 1 power play, like, dude, good for you, you've had one good year. And this is what I've told my St. Louis buddies that I actually have respect for. Let's have this conversation next year. You guys tell me how good Holloway is next year, when his numbers drop back to 15 goals and barely getting 30 points. And Broberg is back to flirting with the AHL, back to your third-line defenseman, flirting with the AHL because he's hurt. You guys come tell me how those deals are next season. We'll revisit it. And they all agree, like, yeah. They all, like, remember when I said when Vancouver last year was having all their outstanding numbers and Vancouver was this hot team, all hit milestones, all did this, yada, 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 yada. Where were they this year? Where was all that goal scoring this year?
Hockey stick.
Same thing with Hyman.
Jack Leon's using the torpedo stick, but it looks like sometimes here.
Well, when you held it up, pregame,
I don't blame you. Like, I get it. I'm not mad at
I
that.
thought you would just borrowed it from the rack.
I'm not mad at people that want St. Louis succeed. I don't hate those type of people. Legitimately, I want St. Louis to do okay, but I hate the fans that think that Holloway and Broberg were better off as Oilers, and the Oilers were better off without them. Jump up there, Emberson. Golly, you got to jump up there. We give our blue line up way too easy.
To the middle for Colasar, and then Hannafin will take a shot that's held by Pickard, who came up above the blue paint to stick that one in his hip pocket with 4:56 left.
St. Louis wins in overtime, because of course they do. It's against the Detroit Red Wings.
The wheel as he's trying to pickpocket Emerson before he can make that play. And a little tiny collision with Emerson, but he just
Still too many games in hand for St. Louis, though.
Year with 22 goals on the season. And has really ratcheted up, in my opinion.
No, I don't think so. They still have way too many games in hand. Like, that's the thing with St. Louis. They still have like 3 games in hand on Calgary and 2 games in hand on Vancouver. You're going to lose eventually. And when you do lose, you're going to lose big. But that's just my opinion.
Really consider going into the playoffs. It's going to be a hard out.
Again, St. Louis is playing out of their minds right now just to get into the playoffs. What do you think is going to happen when come playoffs? They're not going to be this. They're not going to be ready. They're going to be freaking tired. Take advantage of them.
Have gone 8-10-1 in their last 19 games.
I would love to see an Oilers-St. Louis matchup. Shots are 10-1 for Vegas. 4:30 left to go in the first period. Bouchard can barely hold the zone. Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
They've taken off since then with 14 wins.
Barbashev to Eichel.
So they've closed the gap and went above it again and really have separated themselves in the top of the Pacific.
Here's Mark Stone with Barbashev trying to
Completely offside.
Unsuccessful in that endeavor. Eichel briefly had it in the slot, fought for it, and then had his weak shot intercepted on its way through by Bouchard, who now looks to bring it out of the zone for Edmonton. But Bolza with Hay back. He'll shoot it on net. Save made by Hill. That's the first shot in 10 minutes for Edmonton. Their prior shot.
And Oilers just throw the puck blindly up the middle.
And even that one
That's offside.
Blanker as Vegas whistled for an offside.
And you know, they're just going to have to fight to get to the inside a little bit more. And right now, the Vegas Golden Knights are happy with keeping the play to the outside for Chris Knobloch and his team. It's time to go to work. Little chips and charges, support on the check, and start to hem in the Vegas Golden Knights. They will allow you to have that on the outside.
It's about quality of shots and where the shots are taken from.
Against this team, because they're big, they're strong, they defend well, they're physical, but you can't.
Holy fuck, Louie.
Willing enough to battle through. And I thought early in
the Oilers need their own pay-per-view. I would love for just Tony Barr and Bob Stauffer to be the hosts and just have them talk about how great the Oilers are all game long. I don't need to hear about how great Vegas is. Fuck. If I wanted to, I'd watch the freaking Vegas stream. It's okay, Epic. They've won 10 in a row. Who did they beat? Aside from Colorado, who did they beat in these 10 games? Oh, wait. And I'm not being a facetious dick. I'm being honest. Who did they beat in this 10-game stretch that they're on right now?
A couple of goals. He says the puck hasn't gone in for me, but there's games where
they have to play this way and have to win even to make playoffs.
On Saturday, he did get the one. He said, "I'll take that."
The Blues are going to play the Jets. The Jets have clinched first round. Unless the Blues take over Minnesota, then they got Vegas. Either way, you're getting bounced.
Darnell Nurse was I thought, maybe one of his best games of the season Saturday against the Flames. He ratcheted up the verbiage in between the benches. He was having a physical confrontation with a lot of guys.
Let's go indeed.
In the big games, he seems to elevate.
Off the draw, ripped wide of Aiden Hill. Nurse 2 assists.
Man, I wish I could have no commentary hockey, man. That would be great.
Checked by Henrique, keeping the play alive in the Vegas zone. Henrique won the battle, allowing Corey Perry to direct a pass out to Bouchard. Now it's Nurse. He'll take it hard to the net on his backhand, flip the side of the goal. And that's going to be played up by Saad, returned to him by Wall. And then Bouchard back to erase Saad. Wound up at the corner, Bouchard able to wrestle that puck free, put it on Perry's stick.
Let's go, Nurse. 2.5 minutes left to go in the first period. Shots are 10-3 for the Oilers. Absolutely. Exactly like being at the game. Hey, Bunny, how's it going?
Overtime on Connor McDavid's 21st birthday. Heading into, I believe, an all-star break, Louis. So there was cause for celebration all around. A little extra celebration after that one. I think so. Fair to say. Nugent Hopkins to Kapanen and fires a skate by him. Edmonton's best chance of this period. And Kapanen denied. Looking to pick up his first goal since January the 23rd. Emerson unable to hold the line.
Elevated up the lineup, Kaplan. He's had his feet underneath him. He's been skating, had a couple nice hits in this first period so far as well.
Hyman to the net.
Oh, Hyman almost tipped its far side.
Hyman couldn't grasp that puck. Colasar looks for a clear. Kind of rolled off his stick, got some help, but turned over at center. Kulak has to back off.
Kulak's back out on the ice. That's good news.
Now working his way through his wall. Able to keep it in the zone. A little ragged play from both teams here. Kozak up the left-hand side.
And that'll be icing against Vegas. Shots are 10-4. Oilers are slowly catching. 1:19 left to go in the first period. I love these late games, actually. It means I don't have a little Anastasia running above my head. The 2 p.m. game on Saturday is going to be tough.
So far in the game, hard shot. Kapanen can really shoot it off the fly, and you saw the pace on that puck.
Draisaitl digging in on the face-off, but it's squirted between Wallman and Bouchard, and now Draisaitl will fire it back.
1 minute remaining in the first period. 1 minute remaining in the first period.
And now Draisaitl protecting against Eichel. Arvidsson, less than a minute to go in the period. Sent across to Bouchard. Draisaitl in his favorite spot.
Almost scores. Podkolzin almost gets one. Man, Oilers are kind of doing a thing now. Just don't get yourself caught up.
And Eichel deflection, Louis, almost ended up in his own net.
That was real close to being friendly fire.
It's another jackass I wish would just go away too.
Here's Jeff Skinner.
Jack, you suck, Eichel.
Hesitation move, pinned in the corner. Stone able to extract to Eichel and on to Ivan Barbashev.
You're going to love playoff hockey then, eh, at Barbershop? 6 o'clock every night for the Oilers.
Shot it back in. Oilers have time for one last rush.
13 seconds left to go in the first period.
By Nick Law of Vegas. Hannafin protects his own blue line. Stetcher off to Nurse. 2 seconds. Janmark at the horn as it knocked away by Carlson, and that will be all for the opening 20 minutes where Vegas has taken a 1-goal lead.
Well, they always say you create your bounces. This is good movement around the world in the zone, and then Draisaitl looking for a hard pass across. Eichel wants to take it away.
You create your bounces. Shut up. I'm sorry, I got so much disrespect for you right now, buddy. All right, so after one, Oilers are down 1-0. Ain't no big dang. Ain't no big dang. Let's check the out-of-town scoreboard. You're not going to like what I got to say, but I got to say it. Whether we like it or we don't, I got to say it. Do-do-do, do-do-do. I'm not going to say they're doing that, but eventually these bounces are going to go in. Eventually the bad giveaways are going to stop. I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke up your guys' asses and tell you, yeah, this team's going to miraculously turn it around. I'm not going to tell you that. But I am going to tell you that they're not as bad as their record shows. Out-of-town scoreboard. Utah 2, Calgary 1 after 2. After 1, Vegas 1, Edmonton nothing. After 1, Ducks 3, Sharks 1. Nothing. Puck drop just in LA, Jets LA. Capitals beat the Bruins 4-3. The Canadiens beat the Panthers 3-2 in overtime. The Sabres beat the Ottawa Senators 5-2. The Blue Jackets beat the Predators 8-4. The Lightning beat the Islanders 4-2. And the Blues beat the Rings 2-1 in overtime. Now that you got it good and understood, I'm going to show you something that I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to do anyway. Now, excuse me, man. So you guys know how I've been talking about my setup that I got going on here. I'm going to show you guys right quick, a little sneak peek, if it'll let me. Probably won't. I'll be right back. Winning. So now, we're going to pause it so we don't show any live TV or live hockey. So there's the TV that I watch the games on. That's you guys there. That's my laptop there. And over here, there's another TV I'm playing Xbox on during intermissions. So yeah, that's the mini net, that's the big net. That's what gets you guys a viewing experience every game. That's what you guys get to see every game. I'm not going to tell you it's recorded on floppy disk, but good Lord, it might as well be. Yeah, like I got quite the setup down here. I got the castle. Yeah. I got girls. I got girls. It's I'm a girl dad. I will never deny it. Will never shy away from it. I'm a girl dad. I'm not Steve Dangle. I don't have my own little man cave blue room, or although in my case it would be an orange room. Not yet. Working on that. But yeah, life's good. Like I can't complain. Like I said, like. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the day. Oilers are down 1-0 after the first period. But hey, it could have been a hell of a lot worse. In my opinion, it could have been way worse. What do you mean in hell in the dream? No, I'll never be that. I will be forever me. Good or bad, I will be forever me. Like, for better or worse, right? Just gotta hope that Calgary shows up in the third period. The Oilers show up in the second period. We're all hunky-dory laughing things off. We're all being happy, happy, happy. That was Waz 12th of the year. Yes, I know he wants to be called Roy because he's not French. Well, too fucking bad, guy. Hey, Stuart. I heard some good news, my friend. You made the floor hockey team. Congratulations, man. That's awesome to hear. Congratulations on making the baseball team, man. That's huge. Sorry, the floor hockey team. Yeah, I got baseball in mind. Blue Jays won again today, by the way, guys, if you guys do watch baseball at all. Jays win. That's always a good thing, in my opinion. It's always a good day when the Jays win, right? Unless you're not a Jays fan, and then, hey, you don't care. But me being a Cub fan as well, sometimes you just need wins, right? Boy, howdy, have I missed you guys. But this will be fun. It's going to be a fun week because the week coming up, it doesn't get easier. Today we're in Vegas. Thursday we're in San Jose. Saturday we're in LA. Monday we're in Anaheim. And then on Wednesday we play those St. Louis Blues at home. And then San Jose at home. And then we travel for, I think it's a Sunday, Monday. We travel to Winnipeg. And then we're at home against LA. We end the season against the Sharks. McDavid will be back, hopefully, next game. Trent Friedrich will be playing, hopefully, next game. Oh, man. Our teachers used to hate when me and my buddies played floor hockey. Because we'd bend the sticks even more. Like, we'd put them between the bleachers and just give it that good old illegal... I wouldn't even say Timo Solani. More like a Joe Sakic. A little bit of an illegal Joe Sakic curve. Beauties. Just straight freaking beauties. That's how it is. It's looking that way, Stuart. It's definitely looking that way. I don't like those chances for LA. If I'm being honest. I don't like those chances for LA. Playing exactly like you want them to play. Playing exactly like you think they would when they're missing their top. Don't come in here with that bullshit, dude. Like, if you don't know, you don't know. If you do, I'll tell you. The Oilers are doing exactly what they wanted to do. Everything is going according to plan. You're too stupid to realize it. I can't fix stupid. You do realize they're missing $35 million in the lineup right now. And for about 3 games, it was $50 million. But that's okay. You be you. Good luck with that. I honestly cannot wait for McDavid to come back healthy, tear up the playoffs. Again, Conn Smythe Trophy winner, Stanley Cup winner. Stuart Skinner comes back mentally focused and refreshed. Goalie of the year in the playoffs. You just walked into a guy being stupid. Trolls are going to troll for no reason. It's funny. I get it. I get it. I'm a guy. You want to rage bait me? That's cool. Get a life, though. Dude, honestly, what did they look like? They beat Dallas. They just beat Calgary. I don't know what you're worried about. The only teams that the Oilers have to beat is LA, San Jose, Anaheim. You beat those teams, you're in a playoff spot. You may even catch Vegas if they start losing. I'm not worried, and if you're an Oilers fan, neither should you. But go ahead, keep believing the hype about the Oilers not being good. Keep believing that stupid Craig Button saying the Oilers are done. You keep believing that other idiot, Eric Francis, on Sportsnet that thinks that Calgary is this great juggernaut team. And St. Louis is this great juggernaut team. Oh, they're so tough. Who have they played in the last 10 games? You tell me 2 playoff teams they've beaten in the last 10 days. They beat Colorado. That's it. Who else have they played? Non-playoff teams. And when they played Montreal, they were not in a playoff spot. But I digress. Must be nice to pick on Chicago and Nashville every other game. They got to play Chicago 3 times, Nashville 3 times, Detroit, Buffalo. Man. You don't know that. They don't have to play bad. I'm not saying Vegas is going to play bad. I'm just saying that they're not going to win out. You guys that think Vegas is a super juggernaut team, like, stupid, man. Just, Vegas isn't this juggernaut team. I don't understand why people are thinking Vegas is just going to run away, and I don't know, man. I am excited for the playoffs to start. It's a new season. This team is going to be better. It's like I said, guys, 82 games doesn't matter. I said that at the beginning of the year. Good. Cool. And what's their reward? What's their reward for being first place in the Pacific Division? A really good Minnesota team or a really good St. Louis team? I don't know. Just like Dallas and Colorado. What's Dallas's reward for finishing second? Colorado. What's Colorado's reward for finishing second? Dallas. Great. See them in round 3 when they're all beat up. Because I guarantee you the best series in the playoffs will be the Colorado-Dallas series. And this is coming from a guy that doesn't like either of those teams. But that'll be the best that'll be the best series in the playoffs. Home ice advantage is overrated, man. Home ice advantage is overrated. I can tell you that much for free. Especially this year with how good the Oilers have been on the road. Go look at the Oilers' road record this year. Pretty damn good, man. Just telling you, their away record's pretty damn good. I would take their away record against any team right now. I would love to see 116 in the playoffs too. I don't care what division or what conference you are. Best 16 teams in the NHL. You'd have a lot of pissed off East Coast teams though. You'd have a lot of pissed off teams out east because 3 of them wouldn't be in the playoffs right now. But that's just it. I don't care about what happened after the 4 Nations. I don't care. Players don't care what happened. I will put it to you this way. The players did exactly what they had to do leading up to 4 Nations, that none of this matters. None of this mattered. It didn't matter to the coaches. It didn't matter to the general manager. It doesn't matter to the players. Oh, I know Bettman wouldn't go for that because his cash cows in the States wouldn't make money. I'm just being that guy right now. If this team cared about after 4 Nations, McDavid would be playing right now. Ekholm would be playing right now. Draisaitl wouldn't have missed 3 games. Skinner would be playing right now. If this team gave a flying turd about the regular season and where they matched up and who they matched up with, they'd be playing right now. How do I put it so that I don't get in trouble and the players don't get in trouble? As soon as they found out that they would not drop into a wild card, no, I know you're talking about that, but they don't care about that either because they haven't had players healthy since. I'm going to tell you this. If they even thought that they'd be a wild card team to either Calgary or Vancouver, putting them out of the 2 or 3 spot in the Pacific, these players would all be playing. But as soon as they were told, LA, you're playing LA regardless of where you finish, second or third. There's no way, it's almost mathematically impossible that Calgary and Vancouver catch you to take over your position. They stopped playing. I mean, it's not all they care about, but they care about being healthy going into the playoffs. Let's be honest, that Oilers team in the final was hurt. Can you tell me that team going into the finals, game 1, 2, 3, and 4, like any game in the finals, can you tell me with honesty like they were healthy? Can you tell me honestly that they had 5 healthy guys in the finals? They were all hurt. This year, getting healthy and not limping into the playoffs hurt, I'll take that. I'll take that all day. No, I disagree. If they wanted home ice advantage, they would have had a better October. Like I will say that with all honesty, guys. If this team wanted home ice advantage going into the playoffs, they would have had a better October. I don't have Connor McDavid, but I do have other people that sit in the room with Connor McDavid and others. But I'm just saying, like, I don't need to have the players' numbers on speed dials. I have other people on speed dial that are close to the room that I do talk to on a semi-daily basis. I haven't been wrong on any information that I've given. He shoots, he scores! Nick Woolman, his first goal as an Oiler!
We didn't
wow.
really generate a whole lot, but it's
you didn't spoil it.
Game. We have to come out. We have to do more.
I like it.
In here a little bit.
So now's the time of the day where I get to hold a rose. Because she was screaming.
Nobody in front again, though. Nobody was there. If that would have been a save for a rebound, but you know what? He didn't need it on that one. I still.
So if you guys don't know, this here is Rose.
In front of the net, but it was Todd Colson, who would typically be in front of that net, was the one.
Yeah, you.
That made the little pass
So.
to Bowman from Bouchard. So he was in a position of defense.
I love that. Welcome back, Northern. That would have been awesome if you would have spoiled it for me. I would have been just filled with glee. I greatly appreciate you being here. That's awesome. So yes, guys. I do know what I'm talking about, new guy. I don't spoil a lot of things that I know, and I know them way before it happens, and when it happens, I've told 2 or 3 people it's going to happen, and it does. The Oilers, I get what you're saying, though. If you're not a fan of the Oilers, you're just watching the schedule and watching the team and just watch the highlights, you'd think this team was an AHL team not worth its salt in hockey. It's not the case at all. We've got guys coming back. We've got Trent Friedrich coming back to play his first game probably Saturday. We've got Kane coming back in the playoffs, can't play in the regular season due to LTIR. Ekholm coming back, he's kind of sick right now. He's got a bad infection, virus, if you will. Oh no, where did my feet? What a shot, saved by Picard. Oh, I guess I'm just covering your head. They want to see more of your head. Hey, how you doing?
Getting what you want isn't out of reach.
Are you screaming at Mommy?
Flexibility with customizable designs by.
Oh, by the way, guys, the Calgary Flame stream got copyrighted twice. Once because of Lady Gaga and the pre-game video that they showed, and once because I forgot that La Bamba, Mambo number 5, sorry, was copyright for the Oilers goals. I fixed it. I hope it didn't play Mambo number 5 when the Oilers scored.
Nugent Hopkins will be moved out of the circle.
He is. He's feeling much better. He will be with the Oilers when they return home. Hi. How you doing? How you doing? You're not bad. There's no bad children.
Chicago and Nashville
You're not bad.
Friday and Saturday. First game back home though.
Hyman.
In from the left-hand side. Stolen by Eichel.
Yeah,
Skates
hockey.
away from Nugent Hopkins. Samples
Hockey.
his way to center. Barbashev well defended by Nurse.
Yeah, hockey.
Coming up Eichel.
Hockey.
Stone slid the
Hockey.
rack, got it back to Hanifin. His shot redirected wide by Barbashev in front of Picker.
That's good. I fixed it there. Oh, that looked like that was offside. Yes, it was. Offside Vegas. 16:22 left in the second period. 1-1's the score. Shots are 11-5 for Vegas. What?
Over the line, and he brings it back in for the offside.
What are you screaming at?
First shot was through a little bit of traffic. That deflected just a little bit wide. Right here, just over the line. Good
You
pressure
did it. What did you do?
by Kapanen to get it aggressively on
You
Hanifin
did it.
and force that.
You did it. What did you do? Really?
Off the draw down the ice.
Tush ba?
Vegas
Thank
is
you.
4th overall in the league standings, but
Ba.
number 1 with
Ba.
42 regulation wins.
1,
So they have not needed to rely
2,
on OT heroics.
3,
Certainly not
4.
the manner in which the Oilers have
A,
succeeded 3-on-3.
B, C.
12 wins in overtime
ABC?
for Edmonton this year, 1 shy of a league record.
Abba.
Tipped
Abba-cadabra.
by Jeff Skinner. That pass misfired for Gamble. Will turn into an icing.
Where did she get that from, right? Icing against the Oilers.
Well, Noah Hanifin has gotten red hot again.
La 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 la
16
la.
games, and he's had some great success against
Really?
Edmonton. And this is a game
No.
back at Rogers Place in Edmonton where he scored 2
No.
goals in succession in the game. They came back and won, and he was a huge
Why?
factor. There was the first one, the wrist of that one, the
Why?
right hand shortly thereafter. And they
Why?
never looked back from that. It was a 4-2 victory for the Vegas Golden Knights.
Well, I'm going to take you upstairs with your mom first commercial break.
Nearly identical chance of
Yeah,
winning
you
before he
distracted
scored
me.
the game.
Could have had the hat trick.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, no.
He was all over the ice in that.
Oh, no.
Vegas rallied past Edmonton.
Oh, no.
Oilers, though, won the third matchup.
Yeah,
And looking to gain a split. Wallman to Bouchard. Slap shot to save by Hill, staring down that 90-plus mile-an-hour heater. Wallman a shot, and that's gloved by Hill.
Here's the baby.
Able to pick it up cleanly.
There's the baby.
Yeah, but Bouchard has some time to walk in and pick his spot here on Aiden Hill. And he gets a hard shot away. We just saw Wallman with a shot from a sharp angle. This one's from a little more interior, and he handles that one again. As you see Bouchard walk in here to shoot this.
Oh, no.
Good walking out in front to not allow any screens, anybody to disrupt Hill, and he mano-a-mano faces that one and knocks it away.
Baby.
One of the few guys, Bouchard, that has the ability to beat a goalie clean from that distance with that blast that he has.
94 miles an hour officially. Bouchard will give
All right, let's go.
Draisaitl. Good look inside for Arvidsson.
Arvidsson has the puck behind the net. Shot in front. Oh, nobody there. Goes through everybody. Down the ice it goes in the Oilers zone. 14:55 left to go in the second period. Shots are 11-7 for Vegas. Scores 1-1. We are coming live from the Fortress in downtown Vegas. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. No, I don't think we have. No, I think Wallman's the first one. Sorry, I was thinking about 94, not 96. Yes, I think Wallman's the first one to wear 96.
Michael fourth in the league with 93 points.
Thank you, Diane, for clarifying that. I was almost looking to be a fool. See, I make mistakes sometimes, y'all. Also, because Ovi's so close to breaking Gretzky's record, who was the last goalie that Wayne Gretzky scored against in the NHL? No Google. No Google. The last goalie that Wayne Gretzky scored against in the NHL. Yeah. You get bonus points if you tell me what team he played for. I know the answer.
This is a team that will counterattack you to death if you turn pucks.
Yeah, do you know the answer?
So you have to manage the puck, but that comes with the patience of the game. Sometimes you can't force the issue. You have to make the clean, smart play and live to fight another shift. And I think they've cleaned that up here to start this period. You can see there's just a little more urgency on making the right decisions with the puck in certain areas.
Aiden Hill barely got that puck past Max Jones, and now driving in is Riley Smith, centering and
Oh my goodness gracious. Good save by Alvin Picard. Who played for the Islanders, Wade Flaherty or Luongo? Yeah, Luongo played for the Islanders. Him and DiPietro were supposed to be goalies 1 and 2 of the future. Funny how that happened though. Rick DiPietro. No. The only reason why I kind of remember that goalie was the celebration that Gretzky had. That is the celebration where he has both arms in the air and he's skating halfway up the ice in the Ranger jersey. Anywho, we have a commercial break. I'm going to take this one back upstairs. I love you. I'm going to miss you. It's time for bed. Mwah. Bed. Say night-night. Bye-bye. Did you say bye-bye? Bye-bye. Yes, Jets are overweighted. No, it was the New York Islanders. It's when they had those funky looking jerseys. They were darker blue. Excuse me. But yes, Wade Flaherty. For all those nuts who know who Wade Flaherty is. He will forever go down in history. Just like the goalie that gets beaten by Ovi. But here's the crazy part. In 4 years, we could be talking about Draisaitl catching Ovi and beating Ovi. At the rate that Draisaitl's going in 4 years, assuming he's going to get at least 50 for the next 4 years again, so it'll be 8 years of 50 goals.
These two teams' playoff series a couple years ago,
Excuse me.
tried to beat him short side there, and Hill was able to hug
12 and a half left to go in the second period. Still 1-1 is the score.
Hill went on to deliver a .934 save percentage the rest of the way in that series as Laurent Brossoit was injured. And Hill stayed on a heater all the way through the Stanley Cup. And Vegas was able to...
But if you think about it, Draisaitl has 4 50-goal seasons already, right?
Henry.
So he's got 204.
For Zach Hyman, protecting against Nick Hague. A pried loose by Brandon Saad.
Like, I fully believe Draisaitl will be the one to break it. He's a scoring machine. And he's going to have McDavid for the next 4 or 5 years. So for the next 8 years, him and McDavid are play on the same line together, at least on the same team. Who cares if he becomes a power play merchant? Nobody cares that that's what Ovechkin is.
Here's Draisaitl.
Yeah, he'll have a long career. This year was the first year he ever missed hockey because of an injury.
Saucer to Arvidsson. Draisaitl spins away from Saad. Still able to protect, and now
bad giveaway by Draisaitl too.
Shoveled back the other way to put
I don't know what he's sitting on right now, career goal-wise, Draisaitl. You looked it up, Dal? Am I right or am I wrong? Who was it and what team did he play for? Oh, Arvidsson almost makes it 2-1.
Here's the Edmonton against Saad, who came over trying to muscle that out of the zone, and he did.
Sure, machine don't break. You're not wrong, Nick.
Look to carry it back in. Eventually sends it around the boards. That's going to be picked up by Skinner. He's probably stapled by Korzak. Saad took a cross check from behind by Emerson, but the puck did exit the zone. Korzak's a big boy too.
Nice.
He leaned into Skinner.
Sometimes I'm.
Stature drilled one at the
like I said, I
Emerson thunders into him. Stature.
But that celebration of Gretzky's, like that's.
Starts up the right-hand side, lifts safely back through the middle. Jeff Skinner.
That was crazy celebration of Wayne Gretzky.
Now Stone hits a streaking Eichel. Stature back. Eichel finds his man. Theodore a shot. And
Oh man.
ricocheted into the corner. Theodore got it back.
No, he wouldn't be. He would have been back then, but we have so many younger generation fans now. And we have to remember, back then, hockey wasn't on every streaming platform, on every night. It used to be on Saturday nights and Saturday nights only. And now you can watch hockey all the time, 24/7 if you wanted to.
51 points, as you can
I know
see,
my
the
wife
season
would hate it if I woke up and decided, hey, I want to watch a KHL game. Switch over, now I'm going to watch the Dell League. Switch over, I'm going to watch a UK hockey game. Oh, there's hockey now in North America. Go watch an East Coast Hockey League game. Stream an AHL game and then stream an Oiler game. I don't think my wife would love me very much if I just streamed hockey 24/7 in my house.
Speaking of guy who's missed significant time, and Dallas continues to roll without him. Here's Zach Hyman burrowing his way in. I'll tell you what, LA's got a lead on Winnipeg right now, 2-0 at last report. That Central Division is not over yet. Dallas keeps winning. Here's Eichel. Tried to nudge it out, but the Oilers have Vegas bottled up here. Hyman backhander and a save made by
Oilers are buzzing. Oilers be buzzing.
Halfway through this second period, halfway through this hockey game. It's Vegas and Edmonton.
Oilers are now all over Vegas right now as I speak. The Oilers have the majority of the chances. Who would have thunk that? But yeah, I don't want to get in trouble with any more commercial music, so I'm just going to mute every commercial break. Oh, thank you, Diane. I appreciate you. I mean, I could have looked it up myself, but, you know, I'm lazy and I'm busy. Mushu, upstairs. Go. Outside, go pee. Oi, 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 my dog, I swear to my God. Draisaitl right now has 398 goals in just 788 games played. So, let's say he gets 2 more goals this year. He'll have 400. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm not going to be celebrating it either. I will acknowledge that it happened. I'll acknowledge more if it happens next season. Because then... Milkshakes bringing all the girls to the yard, you know. That's not it, is it? Oh, Diane, we should go get some root beer floats this weekend. Oh, the points? 398 goals, 556 assists, 954 points, plus 20, plus 88. Yeah. Yeah, he could if he plays long enough, and I think he will. He'll play long enough. Can you imagine if he does it all with the Oilers, too?
A little bit of an advantage on the backtrack, being able to reach in.
There was a spoof interview that was done recently with Wayne Gretzky.
Head-to-head against Vegas. Troy Stetcher.
It was a really funny spoof. I can't remember the creator that did it, but he was playing Wayne Gretzky, and the reporter asked him, "How do you feel about Ovi breaking your record?" And the guy playing Gretzky says, "Which record? Oh, my goal record? Huh. Don't care. Come talk to you when he has more assists than I do. I scored that many goals that I was a primary assist guy. My goal record didn't mean nothing to me." And then he goes on, "Can you imagine if I actually wanted to score goals? I would have been in the thousands." Like, just, great little spoof video that I saw the other day.
The elevation and the work ethic's gone up in the second.
Tale of 2 periods. Vegas just 2
9 minutes left to go in the second period. Vegas has 2 shots this period. The Oilers have 8. Shots are 12-10 for Vegas, and the shot department scores 1-1.
Just out of reach of Podkolzin.
Who'da thunk?
Trying to hunt it down. He does so for Podkolzin. Such a drastic difference. The Draisaitl on the ice, especially against Calgary. They won the matchup 3-0, and the shots were 21-9 against the Flames with Draisaitl on the ice. Wrist shot tip without him. They were outscored 2-0 and outshot 17-7. It doesn't get much more vivid than that in terms of Draisaitl's value. Bouchard.
Be sure. Oh, Bouchard, you giveaway machine.
Carlson off balance. Olofsson able to keep it in for Vegas. A shot that was tipped away from Picker. Rebound at Whitecloud. But Colson battling. Whitecloud to the middle of the ice for Riley Smith.
All Bouchard had to do was pass that cleanly. Pass that cleanly behind the net. No, he bounces it off the freaking back of the net, handcuffs Woolman, and now the Oilers are hemmed in their own zone. And that'll be icing. That'll be icing against the Oilers that are tired. Fucking Bouchard. You had a simple, stupid job. Just pass it up the boards. No, my name is Bouchard. I like to do things the difficult way. Here's the easy way, straight way. No, let's go to the Fitchfork in the road. No, we don't have a blue blunder because he's actually not that bad. He's been playing well.
Getting assist on the Wallman goal, but it's that kind of work right there why players want to play with him and why he's up in the top 6 playing with Draisaitl and Arvidsson. He works and he creates opportunities with.
Yeah, Dal, they look like they're shorthanded for a little bit there.
Hold on to pucks and create space all over the ice.
Minute 20 plus.
Yeah, he doesn't think the game very fast at all.
Draisaitl wins a face-off against Eichel.
He's consistent.
Length of time on the ice so
consistently good, consistently bad. He's consistent.
Still take another icing And they'll have to do the
You're not
same.
wrong. For a guy that's maybe 24, 25, he's old. He skates like he's in his
Energy is the
mid-30s.
official energy provider of Rogers Place and proud sponsor of the Edmonton Oilers.
Look high above the strip in Las Vegas, a coolish type of day, one that my partner embraces and I recoil from. Come to Vegas, I want a little warmth. Partner feels otherwise. I haven't straightened him out in that department yet. Michael Barbashev, wired one on net, the rebound available, and Pickard's got it.
Blow the whistle, you stupid fuckstick! Holy Christ, Picard's just sitting on it. Nope, don't know how to blow whistles. That might come free.
That was a lot longer than a moment, though.
I agree.
I hear that whistle forever. And Waldman with a nice job. He doesn't even care where the puck is after this shot is taken. Barbashev has a terrific opportunity. What a pass by him. And then no whistle.
Oh my goodness.
No whistle, and finally it's blown down. So it was there for a millisecond.
He's a spy for every team, eh?
It is there. Once it was underneath, you can see Bouchard.
Bouchard the spy.
Up on the pad underneath the goalie. It was a little late after that, but it was up for grabs initially. Good defensive play by Waldman. Right there, though. Just says, you're not getting in there, Stone, and Stone's a pretty strong guy, but he gets taken out of the play as he has a conversation with Calvin Pickard.
Picard's playing great, guys. He has to, though, because there's no savior.
And with a knife one back
They don't want they don't want Rodrigue, Olivier Rodrigue tested too early. But you never know, you could have a Mark Crawford. Corey Crawford. Or a Cam Ward.
In the game. He has a terrific stick. He can find loose pucks. If Waldman doesn't take him away,
Logan Thompson, Patrick Roy, Martin Brodeur.
He's one of the rare wingers, Lou, that's often
I'm sorry to hear that, Northern.
Or two. Yep, Barbashev.
I'm just glad you're back. Like, that's... I'm happy that you're enjoying season tickets with your husband and getting time to spend with him. That's always great, too. But I'm glad you're back here with us.
He's adequate. He gets there, but it's because he's smart. His direction, his lines that he takes to the puck carrier are just fantastic, and he has a terrific stick. He just picks off a lot of pucks. Try and pass through Mark Stone, you're going to be in trouble.
Doesn't care where the puck is, just where it's going. That's Mark Stone's kind of style of game.
That's offside, says the linesman. 6.5 left to go in the second period. Score is 1-1. Shots are 13-10.
Carbon X is proud to partner
Apparently
with
we
the
got
Edmonton
Carbon
Oilers
X coming
to
up.
help them offset emissions and score big in sustainability.
Tight check it, and you kind of expect that. You said it earlier, Jack, between these two teams. Two teams that understand that to win in this league, you've got to defend first and look for your opportunities the right way. And it's tightened up here in the second period.
I like how it's tightened up. Like, I'm glad it has, because that way it shows that the Oilers can play this brand of baseball, this brand of hockey.
From behind the net, tried the center, that was deflected.
Yes, enjoy the baby nap time, and then enjoy game time upstairs. The Oilers can show they can play a different brand of hockey when they need to.
Out the blind shot that flutters wide on Pickard. White Cloud trying to pick it back in front. Colasar. Howder. Colasar. Inside. Noah Hannafin stabs at it. Holds the zone for White Cloud. Howder. Edmonton has Vegas boxed out here, Lou.
They do, and this was all from just a little miscommunication between Nurse and Stetcher. And for Stetcher, he reverses behind the net. Nurse was activating up the ice, and it was a turnover. Extended shift in the zone, but good defending by Edmonton to keep it to the outside. Not a quality chance to be had for the Vegas Golden Knights.
It's good to see this team actually pull their collective.
Unnecessary time spent in the zone with full possession, but they killed it.
Stetcher ended up wedging it out himself. Now Skinner lobs it ahead, and Draisaitl.
Oh, lucky play by McNabb there. Draisaitl was gone.
Stick out there to tip it away. That looked dangerous for just.
You're not wrong, Renegade. You're not wrong, right? Like, he could be good, but he could also be bad. But I'd rather know if he's good or bad before we make a decision on Stuart Skinner.
Stick handling his way to Draisaitl, who fires it around the boards looking for Arvidsson.
Before we spend $5, $6, $7 million on Stuart Skinner, I want to know that
Olsen brings
That's a power penalty.
against Vegas. It's a pick play and center.
Oh, I called it. They didn't want to. They didn't want to.
Have to go in the second period, and when we come back, the first power play of the second period will belong to Edmonton.
Edmonton
The
power
Oilers
play, they
looking
got to
for
score
their
on it.
First lead. In Vegas as Colson draws it.
Let's put that into perspective. The Oilers never led the Calgary game until overtime. Just put that into a little bit of perspective, a little bit. Just a little bit. The entire time we played that game, we were down or tied. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy if you ask me. Again, my predictions so far, I haven't been overly wrong yet. Because remember, I said we'd beat Seattle, we did. We'd lose to Dallas, we did. The only thing I was wrong on so far this month is beating Seattle. We lost, obviously. No McDavid, no Draisaitl. That happens. But we win this game. I have the Oilers beating this game. Again, these were all said before Draisaitl, McDavid got hurt, Ekholm got hurt, Skinner got hurt. I'm not changing my predictions. That's the coward's way of doing it. I still think win, lose to St. Louis, beat San Jose, beat Winnipeg, lose to LA, beat San Jose to clinch home ice advantage. Can you imagine that? We beat San Jose in the final game of the season to clinch home ice advantage in the first round against LA. That would be something. That would be Disney type stuff for the Oilers.
Check hard in the hip, but he creates a little bit of space behind him, and this turns the puck over, and Edmonton would have an extended shift of over 2 minutes in the offensive zone.
Good hit there, too.
Defense pair on the ice for Vegas, and all because you finish your check, you keep them pinned to the wall and create that turnover, and Vasily Podkolzin having a game. He's been around and drew the penalty here for this power play for the Oilers.
Real chance for Edmonton. Gain the upper hand here before the break. Draisaitl to Jeff Skinner, back to Draisaitl. He nudged it wide. We've got a penalty coming. And this will go against
5-on-3 for the Oilers.
Will have a minute 43 with a 2-man advantage.
Minute and 43, 5-on-3. Let's get a goal. Come on, boys. You need this one.
Just trying to get a little backhand piece of this and redirect it to.
Gotta get a goal here.
Driving to the net. And you're going to see it right here. He dishes wide. He goes to the middle and just.
I disagree. Renegade. They have games in hand. That is the best part. No, yeah, actually he is. But Trent Friedrich will be right behind when he comes into the lineup. I get what you're saying, Renegade, but the Flames and Vancouver have games in hand. I'd be more concerned if they didn't have games in hand.
But taking their time getting to this draw.
What an opportunity for Edmonton.
A long time.
Here's Eichel. Digging in.
Let's score on this, boys. Can our power play do without McDavid? That'd be nice if they did.
Draisaitl chased out. So Nugent Hopkins will take the draw. Bouchard shifts to the left, and now Draisaitl will operate in the high slot.
Every faceoff has taken 35 seconds. It's ridiculous.
Oh.
Off the draw, pulled back to Bouchard. Nugent Hopkins won it, now has the puck. Gets it back from Skinner. Draisaitl in his kill spot. Located right on the right.
Shoot, guys. You got a 5-on-3. You need to shoot. Scores! Goal 52! Leon Draisaitl! 2-1 Edmonton. Bouchard 2 assists. He has 60 points on the year. Oh,
They've got a healthy minute and a half
Hopkins
with which to work.
trying to.
Down by Haig. I'll tell you
What a play! Absolutely. What a play!
Killer instinct.
Like-
Trying to look for that high quality chance once again. The first power play.
Oh, no boost. Just carry it in. Just carry it in. You created the space. You created the speed. Keep going. I hate the fucking pass backwards.
Stumbled down. Nugent Hopkins found Hyman. Trailed by Skinner. Gives it up for Bouchard.
I didn't realize that it was Mumbo number 5, guys. I completely apologize for that. I got completely copyrighted for it.
Skinner. Nugent Hopkins. Bouchard thought about it one
The
time.
Calgary game almost got me in a lot of trouble. I got 2 copyright strikes in one video.
16th power play goal of the
Right, you power play merchant?
Time for the league lead.
Oh, 31 seconds left to go in this power play.
Back to the point, Bouchard. Nugent Hopkins in front, and that pinball off to Hyman over to Draisaitl.
Draisaitl
Power play at 20
gives it to
seconds.
Bouchard. Bouchard
Pulled it in with his
gives it
left
back to
boot.
Draisaitl. Draisaitl looking for Hopkins. Nobody's moving their feet though. Nobody's skating. 14 seconds left to go.
Backhand. Tried to get it to Nugent Hopkins, broke it up.
And that's out the zone. That'll kill the penalty. Hey,
It's a power play.
they got one. They got one.
Good looks. That one
I'll take the one.
Another fantastic
Still up
by
2-1.
Hopkins and a terrific
But
save
you
by
gotta know that there's gonna be a power play coming for Vegas.
Cabinet weaving his way in. Shot by Corey Perry. Tipped up on
Corey
the
Perry.
boards. Theodore protects as Perry recovers. 2 minutes to go in the period. Clubbed on net by Woolman, and he hit his own man, Corey Perry. And Perry's
Corey Perry's hurt.
Forces a shot in front. Perry back on his feet.
Corey Perry's limping.
He can
Oh,
barely
that
get it
sucks.
off. He
But
will as Vegas gains possession.
It's the second time he's been hit in this game.
Yes. Kapanen had a man wide open in front. There it is. A backhander denied. Arvidsson tucked it home.
scores! Arvidsson 3-1 Edmonton! Oh my gosh. They're gonna review it, but I don't care. Enjoy the song. That puck is loose. That puck is still up for grabs. That's not goal interference. His own player tips it in. That's a goal. Challenge it. I dare you. Challenge it. Lose your challenge. Power play Oilers. That's a loose puck. That's a goal. We got a 3-1 hockey game. Aiden Hill, get back to the AHL, you bum.
I'm not sure that gather is close.
I don't think he pushed the pad. I thought initially that's what I thought.
Oilers goal scored by
He's
Arvidsson.
got possession of that puck coming through the blue paint. His right leg would be the only thing coming through. But if you watch Hill, he's focused.
Oh,
on
Hill, you mad.
where his position is.
Coaches,
You're right. The big thing is it was called a goal on the ice. And that's the thing we got to remember. They just did this meeting at the meetings of GMs. If it's called a goal on the ice, 98% of the time the video review guys uphold it. It was called goal on the ice. Let's go. No, he didn't jab your pad. The puck was loose. The ref saw it was loose. That's a good goal. You can't tell me that he jabbed your pad, Hill. Gary is about to blow a gasket in New York. He's buying the next private jet to frickin' Vegas. He's going to land just in time for the third period. He's going to talk to these officials. What are you doing, 24? You got a job to do. Unassisted goal by Arvidsson, by the by. 3-1 Oilers. Let's see. Oh, yeah, they're taking a long time to look at this.
Bring it to the backhand.
That's a goal. Like, come on. What are we doing?
And Theodore gets a touch on this puck as well. And that's what also kind of keeps the play alive. Look at Theodore's stick deflect this puck back underneath Hill. Boom, right there. Arvidsson knows it's still loose, gives her one more whack.
So the goalie has the ability. He's allowed to make that swipe at the puck, and that was a pretty good angle, but he misses the puck.
Honestly, Joe, it didn't.
Coach's challenge. The call on the ice is confirmed. It's a goal.
It's a goal.
Good goal, baby! Jodes, I'll be honest with you, this jersey was free. Thank you to my buddy Edmund, who's in the chat quite regularly. He bought it and he sent it to me. Yeah, I love this jersey. I've been wanting this jersey for a while, and there's no way that I could repay Ed except for give him something he probably doesn't have from up here. So yes, Edmund, there is a package going to be coming to you in the summer.
Goals and back-to-back for Arvidsson too, and we talked earlier about him really wanting to start to get hot down the stretch. He keeps his...
Batman's going to lose his shit.
Going forward.
And another power play for the Oilers because they challenged and lost.
His 12th from Kapanen, and Henrique should get an assist there. He won the wall battle, then freed it up for Kapanen.
Oh, the Vegas Goodnight broadcasts are losing their minds right now. They're asking what the hell this... They're asking what is this official doing?
He'll walk the line. Nugent Hopkins fires and a save made by Aiden Hill. Rebound.
You're not wrong. And their new ones that they just came out with are sick. Have you seen the new ones yet?
Nugent Hopkins still digging. Hyman trying to rake it out of there. Finally, it pops loose. And here comes William Carlson trying to change the complexion of this one with a wrist shot off the rush. And a save made by Calvin Pickard, who thought he moved that quickly enough to Nugent Hopkins, but it's whistled down with 45 seconds to go in the period.
I think we might see some quicker
wow.
whistles.
Guys, keep the faith.
We saw the one
you gotta have faith.
That just seemed to go on for a little bit longer than it maybe should have. The puck was up for grabs early, so it wasn't whistled down. And then that one there, pretty hard to see it, but a good view by the official. He must have still saw that puck because it was there, and Arvidsson put it home. Hill thought it should have been blown down, but that puck was there.
2 goals and 2:20
puck was
for
there
the
for
Oilers
sure.
have turned a 1-1 tie to a 3-1 lead. For now, they have not awarded assists to either Kapanen or Henry. We'll keep you posted as we move along here. Oilers still on a power play. There'll be about a 20-second carryover if they need it. Kapanen to Henrique, second unit off. Henrique sends it around the board.
Oh, man.
Go out and Henrique scored back-to-back.
No, he can't watch it, unfortunately. He's the stubborn guy that doesn't want to pay for cable. Which I don't, man. I mean, cable's expensive. 13 seconds left to go in the second period. All the hype, I forgot to talk about the second period. 10 seconds left to go in the second period. 26 seconds left to go in the power play. Oh, that would have been pretty at the horn, though. Hey, after 2, Oilers 3. Golden Suckles 1. If the most overrated team in the NHL. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I have to have cable. I love the fact that I have cable. I don't buy every streaming service. That's just crazy. Yeah, unfortunately, right now I have all the time in the world. Especially around wintertime, I got all the time in the world. But I love being the dad that I am. Now, ask me if I'm allowed to watch any of it. Just because I got the time doesn't mean I'm allowed to watch any of it, right? He's going to call his daddy Bettman. Do you not know who I play for? Do you know who I am? I'm Aiden Hill. I play for the Vegas Golden Knights. I make your salary. Me, myself, and Irene. Anywho's is Oilers. Let's check the out-of-town scoreboard. April 1st. Happy April Fool's Day, by the way, guys. If you guys celebrate April 1st as April Fools, happy April Fool's Day. 3-1 Edmonton after 2. After 2, Sharks 1, Ducks 3. Puck dropped in the second period. Kings 2, Jets nothing. And the rest are all finals. Capitals beat the Bruins 4-3. The Canadiens beat the Panthers 3-2 in overtime. The Sabres beat the Senators 5-2. The Blue Jackets beat the Predators 8-4. The Lightning beat the Islanders 4-1. The Blues beat the Red Wings 2-1 in overtime. And the Utah Hockey Club beats the Calgary Flames 3-1. In case you guys are wondering what's on the schedule for tomorrow night, the Wild are in New York to take on the Rangers. The Capitals are in Carolina to take on the Hurricanes. The Panthers are in Toronto to take on the Maple Leafs. Colorado's in Chicago. Seattle's in Vancouver. Light night tomorrow. Light work. The rest of the stats after two. Shots are 15-14 for the Oilers. Face-off percent 61 to 39 for the Oilers. Oilers are 25% on the power play, 1 for 4. Vegas is 0 for 1. 20 hits to 6 for the Oilers. Tell me this team doesn't hit. 5 block shots each. 10 giveaways for the Oilers. 12 giveaways for Vegas. 3 takeaways for the Oilers. 1 takeaway for Vegas. When all is said and done, Oilers are looking like a team that should be winning this game. What does that deserve-o-meter tell you? No, I have not watched Raw yet. That'll be next on my list. I heard it was a good one. I keep forgetting that it's over in Europe and it's 1 o'clock starts. I keep forgetting that Raw is at 1 o'clock, so I'm like, watch it later. And then 10 o'clock at night comes and I'm just ready for bed. So I will be watching it tonight after this game. Definitely keeping my eye on it. Yeah, right. Usually it's the home team that are favored for hits, favored for shots, the giveaways, takeaways. But hey, tonight the Oilers are, I think they're trying to send a message. I think the Oilers, oh, thanks, Renegade, definitely going to be something. You're not wrong. UFC's the best for real fighters. I watch wrestling for the entertainment value. I know it's fake. I know the wrestlers aren't actually hitting each other. They go behind the curtain and they're all hugging each other. I get that. But it's entertainment value, right? What else are you going to watch on Netflix? Oh, you know what just came out on Netflix on Wednesday, though? John Wick 4. Definitely going to be watching that. Told Diane we should do a John Wick marathon. She's like, yeah, fine time. Yeah, right? Fine time. You find the time we're going to watch John Wick marathon and make it happen. So, there's been a crazy rumor that Rick Tocchet is not going to sign a contract with Vancouver after this year. He's going to Philadelphia, which means John Tortorella could be the Vancouver Canuck coach next season. Can you imagine that? Like, John Tortorella coaching the Vancouver Canucks next season? Oh, chicken reef. Oh, she's eating good. Ooh. Hawksaw's not too happy. Like I said, I'm not... I hate to rattle on the Flames and their fans, but the Calgary Flames, there's a picture of them in the dictionary. The word that they're beside, mid. Well, Torts got fired. Tortorella got fired from Philadelphia because he didn't want to tank. And the GM of Philadelphia, Danny Briere, told him that they were tanking. That's just a rumor that I heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but I do know Rick Tocchet is not going to be re-signing with the Vancouver Canucks as a coach next season. He doesn't like how the team is being run. To be honest, I don't think he liked all the drama that was going on around the team throughout the whole year. Right? The coaching, like the carousel just keeps on going, right? Not wrong about that. Hey, as long as we hold on to our coach for years, I'm okay, because I'm sick and tired. Every 3 years, new GM, new coach, new GM, new coach. Just There's no need for it. Man. Vasilevsky's such a beast goalie. No, absolutely. And he understands the game of hockey. It just sucks that this year as a league as a whole has been one of those years where just up and down for a lot of teams. Like, teams that should have been good aren't, and teams that shouldn't be good are. I just hope that what the Oilers are doing is it pays off for them in the playoffs. Because if it doesn't, there will be a lot of questions by the media to this group of management at the locker room teardown. There's going to be a lot of questions asking why we did certain things and signed certain players. But hey, if you go on and win the big one, nobody's asking those questions. If he could, he would be already. And I think that says a lot about... I don't want to call Jay Woodcroft out, but I think that says a lot about his play style and his inability to adapt and his unwillingness to waver. Because there's been teams that have needed coaches this year. You don't think those teams were, if they wanted to, could call him? And I've heard a rumor also that there were teams that called him and he said no. For what reason? I don't know why he'd say no to coaching the NHL. But just, again, rumors. Take them with a grain of salt. Don't believe everything you hear. Don't believe everything you hear. Believe less what you read and even less so that you see. That's my motto. Like, Jay Woodcroft was a great coach. He knowledgeable, kind of knew what he was talking about. He's a player's coach. But sometimes you just got to let go of your style and adapt. And when your players... and when the players in front of you are telling you this style is not working, we need to change this style, it's not working, we can't play this style, can we please switch the style? And you refuse to do it, that gets you fired. Jet Black Jay. That's awesome. Like, let's not kid ourselves. That 1-3-1 system he was pushing, that's not Oilers hockey. This group of Oilers has no idea how to play the 1-3-1. And you're not going to force guys like Draisaitl and McDavid to play that style. It works for teams like LA, works for Vegas, it works for Florida because they have those type of players that play that system. The Oilers don't have those players. For better or worse, the Oilers have players that are creative and have high hockey IQ. And don't play well in structure. Unfortunately, these guys that are coming over, like Wallman when he first came here, Skinner when he first came here, Kapanen when he first got here, they played with structure. And that's not the Oilers style. They do not... I hate the fact that the Oilers do not play with structure. That is my biggest gripe about the Oilers. They don't play with structure. They are very much the 80s run and gun, outscore our problems type of team. And it just doesn't work in this day and age when every other team plays with structure and system and shut down, lockdown, and you're out there running and gunning. It looks like pond hockey on your part, and it doesn't look good. But that's just my opinion and my 2 cents. Entertainment purposes only. Modern day trap McDavid should be instant fire. Yeah. Like I said, I love this team, and I always love this team for what they are. but I just wish they played with more structure. I wish that our forwards knew how to back check a little harder, or knew that we can't be giving up center ice all game, every game. Last year seemed to be able to play many styles. That's exactly it, because the players bought in. And in large part, we had those players. Like, don't get me wrong. I'll be 100. I'll be 100. If Trent Friedrich was in the Oilers lineup since day one, if we had Evander Kane since day one, those are players that could play the system and break through the cycles and what other teams threw at us. Unfortunately, McDavid and Draisaitl get held onto and clutched and just flat out interfered with game in, game out. It's tough to play that way. That's why losing Warren Fogle and Ryan McLeod hurt the most, was because those were two players that could open up space for McDavid, open up space for Draisaitl. But, hey, I'd rather have a Matthew Savoy than a Ryan McLeod. And it is crazy how Gullickson is still here. You're not wrong about that. That is nuts. So speaking of the prospect report, if you're not watching on Sportsnet, you're just listening to me ramble. Matt Savoy this season with Bakersfield. 57 games, 18 goals, 46 points. Noah Philp this season with Bakersfield. 50 games, 15 goals, 29 assists. Damian Carfana? I'm going to say Carfana. The G is silent because I don't want to say the G and get in trouble. Damian Carfana, 38 games, plus 16 rating, 28 points. He's a defenseman with the Ohio State Buckeyes. OHIO. Now, if the Oilers at least make the third round, I think the Oilers at least make the third round, possibly win the third round. I think the winner of the Dallas-Colorado series is either A, going to go through that bracket like crazy and we'll see them in round 3, or B, get beat up so bad they're going to be put out in the second round by either a Winnipeg, St. Louis, or Minnesota, Calgary, or Vancouver. Yeah, no, I understand how you feel. Farva. Leader of Cola. Hey, Farva. Hey, Farva, what's that restaurant you like to go to? You take the girls to every night? What's that restaurant called? You mean Shenanigans? Get the whip out. Get the pistol whip. Oh, he said Shenanigans. Oh, man, I miss Super Troopers. I think they spoiled it by having a second one. They should have just left it alone with the first one. But that's just my humble opinion. Big movie guy. I'm actually excited to see Happy Gilmore 2. I hope they didn't ruin it. I hope they didn't make it all woke. Honestly, I hope they didn't make it all woke and bullcrap. Like, Beer Fest was definitely amazing. Although fake, because there's no way those 6 Americans were drinking any Canadian under the table. Das Boot! I've been to Germany, and I can tell you, Oktoberfest in Germany is a whole different story compared to Oktoberfest in North America. Holy jumping. Yeah, that's why I agree with you. Like, it's either Dallas or Colorado is going to be... They're going to beat each other up in that first round. That's why I'll probably pay more attention to that round than any other, like that series, than any other series besides the Oilers-Kings one or the Oilers-Minnesota or Oilers, however it pans out. Just because I want to see Rantanen just destroy McKinnon. Part of me wants to see Rantanen run McKinnon and Makar through the boards. Wouldn't that be crazy to see? Like, Mikko Rantanen just forechecking like a mother you-know-what, grabbing Makar and throwing him through the boards. Just outright bam. Also, Cale Makar's brother now plays for the Colorado Avalanche forward. Oh, I prefer to go to Oktoberfest in Germany every year. No questions asked. Unfortunately, I live in Edmonton, and we we don't have such the Oktoberfest that they do there. It's just a completely different atmosphere in Europe for Oktoberfest than it is in North America. Just a completely different vibe altogether. Oh, that's hilarious. Not wrong, though. That is hilarious, Nick, but absolutely not wrong. Yeah, I'm not getting into too many sequels. Like, there's just so many sequels out now that it's like, are we done making actual movies? Like, is everything just a sequel, a reboot, a rehash of the same goddamn thing over and over and over? I love talking movies with you guys. I love talking stuff in general. Again, I'm Matt for OilersFanReaction. Yeah, I'm an Oiler guy. Yeah, I love hockey. But, man, I can talk to you guys about any topic. I'm a well-versed entertainer. How was that, Renegade? I would love to go to Beer Fest in Prague. I bet that atmosphere was off the hook. Day and night. Like, don't get me wrong. Over here in Edmonton, they do it cool. They do it okay. But it's like 7 o'clock in the morning to 7 o'clock in the morning, day in, day in, day in, of nonstop festivals in Germany. Yeah. Puck goes down the ice, and that'll do it for the power play. They're not that big. Like, we do have a high German population, but good God, the Oktoberfests in Europe are massive. Like, how is Oktoberfest in America? Like, in California where you live, is it subdued and dull, or is it great? Like, I keep forgetting a lot of you guys live in the States. The South Canada. Sorry, complete inside joke I have with people. Man, Oilers are buzzing. You're going to have to tell me about a story of you going to Prague, man. That's awesome. You live in Vegas, so it's a party every night. Although I've been told they're losing money right now. The city of Vegas is dead. Development has stalled.
In front of the net, it's an automatic.
I've heard stories that Vegas is losing a lot of money.
Why you like to see that presence in front of Hill.
Welcome to those of you who've been watching Calgary lose to Utah 3-1 over on Sportsnet West. Everyone's with us here in Vegas. The Edmonton Oilers looking to draw within 7
it's not quite that bad, but yeah, I feel you on that one, Nick.
The difference right now, including Draisaitl's league leading 52nd.
Oh, epic. I noticed that you caught me on my goof gaff with my picture for TikTok. That's hilarious. You're the only one that caught it, so I deleted it. Because I couldn't just edit the picture. I had to delete the whole post. But yeah, that was my kind of April Fool's type thing. In case you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I made a graphic made a graphic really late last night trying to get ahead of today. Didn't really work. And I put Logan Thompson as the starting goalie for Vegas Golden Knights. And Kyle Pickard was the goalie for the Oilers. It got like 900 and some views and a lot of likes. Oh, 3-2. Golly. Yeah. Damn.
It's a high slot traffic. You're going to see Waz in the mix.
Damn, there's nothing Picard could do on that one. That was just a seeing eye shot. Okay, it's 3-2 Oilers. Don't give up the third one. Don't let them tie it.
Tough as a goaltender when you don't see it from the release point. When you try to pick it up midway through.
Great selection of a shot for Dorothea, who's a goal scorer. He loves to shoot the puck. Gets it away at the perfect time.
Jeff Skinner with Connor Brown.
You're not wrong, Epic. Not wrong at all.
Throws it back behind the net. Bouchard.
Yeah, you do. You do have to pay to use the bathrooms in Europe, especially in public, like the public washrooms. And I don't mind that. That way they're clean, right? Like they make sure their shit's clean. Pun intended.
Off glass, and that'll be reeled in by Walman. 3.5 gone by third period.
Right, Nick? Yeah.
Walman fires a dart to Stetcher.
The A channel. Man, I miss when the A channel was around, man. Like, a lot of kids in this lobby are like, A channel? What the hell is A channel? So, oh man.
Well, and that's what tilt the game in Vegas' favor back in November. Hannafin's activation really became a threat in that third period, and the Oilers just couldn't shut him down. Carlson inside to Smith. Good save by Pickard up in that near post. The rebound cleared up and pulls in by Draisaitl, and now Darnell Nurse. And that cross ice pass deflects.
Let's go, boys. Let's get back on the let's get back on the front foot now.
Here's the goal again.
Of course, we're gonna show the goal again because we gotta show it 1,000 times. Gotta talk about it 1,000 times, right, Louis? Yeah. Wow, what a perfect screen. Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was going to say ITV, man. I remember the days when Darkwing Duck was on ITV. Man, those were the days. I actually just recently ran into a fellow that was on ITV.
The shots like that.
Stone walks it into the zone with Eichel. Oilers looking to disrupt the cycle. Emerson puts it up the boards. Barbashev won a battle against Nugent Hopkins. Center pass. Eichel trying to backdoor.
Oh my goodness, we got lucky there.
By Kasperi Kapanen. Eichel tried to wait Pickard out. Passed on the shot. Vegas ends up with nothing because Kapanen there to make the steal.
I just recently ran into Mike Sobel from ITV, man, back in the day.
It would have been perfect if it would have found its way home to the intended target, but what a great defensive play to break it up. Had an opportunity to shoot it, too.
Does Pickard deserve some credit there for not over-committing against Eichel?
I think he was scrambling to try and get into position. He saw a guy in the slot with a puck ready to shoot it. You've got to
yeah, well, that defenseman shouldn't sleep with reporters.
Like what he saw. Here's out into the zone. Connor Brown did not get out. Colasar wired one on net to save. Made one time to Pickard.
Oilers are just their own worst enemy right now in their own zone. That puck should have got out twice.
Tested Pickard from distance. Hannafin got it indeed. Pickard over to Troy Stetcher.
Yeah, they are just hanging on right now, Epic. You're not wrong. 14 minutes left to go in the third period. 3-2 hockey game for the Oilers. Hanging on, but hey, you just got to hang on by a fingernail and wait for the clock to run out zeros.
Arvidsson.
As long as you're up by 1 when the clock hits 0, you're fine.
Draisaitl flicked it in front for Arvidsson.
Thank you, Northern. You're amazing.
On the stick against Calgary gets the Draisaitl and a kick save made by Hayden. Flashed out the right back, and now you've got Dorofeev spinning his way off a check from Arvidsson, run into by Nurse. Draisaitl to Arvidsson, coughed up to the middle, waiting, shooting, and a block shot.
Golly, Arvidsson, bad giveaway. Again, our forward on that freaking wall is bad.
The Vegas blue line.
Yeah, just a determination to stay in that shooting range by Stetcher.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I just think it's really weird that his wife didn't want him coming here, and then he did that as an excuse, I guess. Well, she's not happy, so I just want out.
It was in the first as well.
Kind of hurt the Oilers in the long run,
Vegas
but
Golden Knights, they handled it in the second period, 3 unanswered goals, but in this third, Vegas pushing again.
Carlson shoots, missed high glove, made but tipped by Emerson. Olofsson on the puck, centers for Carlson, not in a position to shoot. Haig will try it, and that was swallowed up by Corey Perry. He's got in the way of a few pucks tonight, some from his own players. Olofsson.
What a play by Corey Perry.
Behind Perry. Expertly done. Back to
And that's a hand pass in the neutral zone. Thank you guys for being here. My name is Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. If you're new here, thank you for showing up, saying hi, stopping by. Greatly appreciate if you give me a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe. We're on our way to 300, and then it's 5. It's completely butterfly effect, Nick. I think if Pronger stays, we're a better team in 07 than we were in 06. I think if Pronger stays, we have a cup, 2 cup run, 3 cup runs. I'm not going to lie to you. We had the team to do 2 or 3 runs at the cup. But unfortunately, Pronger liked to have reporters join him in his bedroom at the hotel, and hey, I think it would have been fine and you could have denied it, but the pregnancy thing kind of, the whole, by the way, I'm pregnant, the baby's yours situation just kind of put a damper on all that. Yeah, well, because Pronger left. This team isn't going to be any good without Pronger. Like, Pronger left. Rolison was objectively injured. Yeah, the turnover of that team was insane. The turnover of that team reminds me of the turnover of last year's team for different reasons, though. I think this team's better for the turnover. Obviously, growing pains. Right, Nick? Like, come on, man. You got to learn the pull-out game. You're not a young kid. I love that Draisaitl's dad is there. He's talking to him, making sure he's okay. Love it. That's awesome.
It's a 52nd goal of the season. This is the first time he's seen Leon play
that
in the
was
NHL and seeing his first NHL goal. In fact, Uncle Alex is a coach of the Austrian Alpine ski team, and they were
Uncle Alex
at an event, and he said, "You know what? I'm so close. I'm going to stick around." So he stayed an extra couple of days.
That's
and
cool.
I would say it was well worth it.
That smile says it all, Gene.
That's why I think Lowe goes down as probably top 3 worst GMs of this team.
Especially if it's an empty net.
And we've seen Cicerelli or Chiarelli, and we had another one that was bad too. I don't remember the other guy's name.
Edmonton's led ever since. Oh, man fell down. White Cloud staying with it.
Who was that guy?
Captain comes over to join.
Tamblini. We had Tamblini. We had.
And that's held by Aiden Hill.
This period brought to you by Legacy Heating and Cooling, home of no payments, no interest for 1 year.
Yeah, he did start it. Pitch clock violation.
New Vegas would push the Golden Knights 102 third-period goals this season, tops in the league, and second only to Washington in goal differential. So this one a long way from the finish line. Dozen minutes remaining. Edmonton 3,
Yeah.
Vegas 2.
Yeah, that was a tough decade. I'm glad I was old enough to remember the glory days. 11 minutes left to go in the third period, boys.
Michael's sitting in the slot, and that time teed it up himself.
Hanging in the weeds.
Yeah, I feel that, right? I feel that.
Pass for a slot, good one-timer. Eichels had a few good looks, rang the bar in the first period. That was a good save by Pickard.
Good defensive play by Jeff Skinner to wave it back through neutral. Theodore turned it over to Stetcher, and it's driven back in. Hill unable to get a stick on it. Theodore returns it to his longtime
3-2 Edmonton. Shots are 19-17 for Vegas.
Inaugural campaign of the Vegas Golden Knights. 2017-18, a season that ended.
If I was the Oilers, I'd just play chicken shit hockey right now. Just hold the puck behind our net. Two guys behind the net passing to each other for 11 minutes. How fun would that be?
Draisaitl misses.
Icing against the Oilers.
Icing against Edmonton.
Oh, Sailor was absolutely number one.
Play casino, sports, and lottery all in one place with the new Play Alberta app.
Kevin Lowe called you a two-tier fan?
There's that save.
Damn.
By Pickard, nice pass by Vagas.
You're right there, Epic. You didn't want Ryan Smith doing that.
Quite 100%, but he still
Oh, Nicky, how's it going?
Which he gets it away that makes it dangerous, and Pickard has to fend that one off.
How are you feeling? Happy April Fool's Day. I must be having a fool myself here today.
3-2 here in the third. Oilers bottled up.
Although Oilers Nation did it again today and had a lot of fans calling Oilers Entertainment Group and sending really nasty emails.
And Emerson will settle it for Edmonton's. We have 10.5 minutes left in regulation. Arvidsson building speed and snapping in from the
You guys didn't know today is April 1st, so it's April Fool's. And every year Oilers Nation does something epic for it. Well, this year they made a joke that all games for season ticket holders that go into overtime are going to have a 3% hike in their ticket sale. Basically, you're going to pay for the extra time that the Oilers play. And some people believed it. And some people were calling the Oilers Entertainment Group and leaving really nasty emails. I don't know why. Like, it's a joke. How could you not tell it was a joke? But yeah.
Comes away with a puck for Vegas. Lifted down the middle. Easily handled.
Yeah, I don't hate McTavish at all for being the GM here. He was kind of strapped. Like, I'd almost say McTavish helped build what we have here.
Personnel-wise, Walman allows it to take place.
Well, hopefully that meeting goes well for you there, Nicky. Hopefully they figure out exactly how to get you guys some compensation.
By Olofsson, frozen by Pickard with 9.25 to play in the third period. The Las Vegas Strip. The Oilers with a 1-goal lead.
Like, I don't know, my humble opinion, I like the team that we have now. I think we're suited for a long playoff run. And just going by what I've been seeing and hearing, we might be going on many playoff runs for a decade, if not longer. Guys, I will preface this and I will say this. July 1st, if McDavid doesn't sign the contract, don't get it bent out of shape. Don't get worried. Don't get scared. Don't be those fans. He still has a year left on his contract. I know the guys over at CBC Sportsnet will tell you if they don't get the deal signed July 1st, McDavid's probably not staying. That's not the case. Like, he wants to see what the Oilers are going to build before putting pen to paper. Oh man, you're not wrong. Like, seeing as they want to bring bucket visors into the entire equation right now, Nick. No, nothing is fast when you're going up against government. That's for sure. Oh, I hear you. Yeah, I know, Pistol Pete, man. Oh. No wonder they wanted him out of Boston so fast. We're like, what could possibly be wrong with this guy? Signing Lucic should have been.
His awareness of how to pick off pucks on the forecheck has been really impressive, and why he's playing on the top line with Leon Draisaitl.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong,
There's
Joe.
the outlet to Nugent Hopkins, back to center. Carlson to Victor Olofsson. 9 minutes left in this one.
9 minutes left to go in the third period. Shocker 2017 for Vegas, scores 3-2 for Edmonton.
Games after losing back-to-back.
You kind of just think this game might be headed
Was able
somewhere.
to put that to rest with 8:56 to go in the third period. Of course, this win.
I understand why he did that trade, Renegade.
Have a shot at home ice. Who knows? That Pacific
I know
Division.
why he did that trade, and I would make that trade in a heartbeat again. Those two players, exact same.
Now tomorrow it brings you a key Atlantic matchup, Florida.
That exact same trade I'd do over again.
Hockey Central at 7 Eastern, 5 Mountain, live on Sports.
The only thing I would fix, and I know it's not fixable, is what happened to Larson's dad in Edmonton. Yes, that trade I will never forgive. The Eberle for Strome, that was a bad. Had we gone after the better Strome, the one that actually played with Connor McDavid, I think the trade would have been okay, but
Dangerous. But we thought almost immediately when St. Louis took over, we recognized a different spirit in that group. Here's Simon, a shot. Heading wide. I mean, that was 4 years ago now, and they're still building. And that club, Louis, if they get in, watch out. The middle.
yeah. I know, like I said, I know why Eberle got traded, but we could have got more.
Scored in the final minute, one in
Oh
overtime.
man, the whole Strome for anybody. Like the fact that we had to.
Who's going to play St. Louis in the first round?
Yeah, I'm happy Calgary lost tonight, kinda. I just need Vancouver to get on their high horse and start winning some freaking hockey games.
And now that St. Louis is playing the way it is, here's Wallman a drive and a blocker save made by Hill. Plenty of time left in this one.
7:45 left to go in the third period.
Send it back in for Edmonton.
Sneaky good save on that Wallman blast. He got a lot of that. And it was through a little bit of traffic, and Hill punched it away with the blocker.
Draisaitl able to maintain the zone. Went off to Colson under the waiting grasp of Nick Hay. 7.5 to play. Edmonton up 3-2. Vegas led 1-0 after one. Oilers tied it early in the second, then got 2 goals late in the period. To take a 3-1 lead, Dorofeyeva's gotten one back for the hosts.
7 minutes left to go in the third period.
Knife that puck into the Vegas zone. Haig, the outlet, Dorofeyev. Oilers protect their line. Yanmark clears back to center. Blasted back in by Whitecloud.
Yeah.
Here's a centering pass side. Tipped away. Hannafin. Whitecloud. One-timer ripped off the post and in. A wide open net.
Wide open net and Vegas missed. Come on, Oilers. Collectively pull your head out of your asses. 6.5 minutes left to go in the game. Vegas is now turned up a gear that they know they can turn it up without the Oilers' top player and top defenseman. That fourth line of Connor Brown, Yanmark, and whoever that other wing is just gotta be better. That would be nice, Dal, if we could hold on for 6 more minutes, get an empty net, get an empty goal, win by 2. Yeah, that would be Oiler hockey. That would be the thing to do.
He just missed the net.
Misread? No, you're good.
Nurse to Stetcher.
Now Vance play tomorrow. I want them to win. Like, I want Vancouver to catch St. Louis.
Hard, a wrist shot fell off by Hill. The rebound to Vegas. Riley Smith. Olofsson from Theodore.
But you had to play Broberg. That's the thing. The Oilers were banged up, and he had to play.
Fell down. Going over to make a play on it.
I wish I could tell you guys the whole ins and outs of what happened, and maybe I will, and just say be damned. Call it insider information, call it inside trading, but
Now a reset for Shea Theodore. And Vegas.
Next commercial break, I'll tell you the inside story of why Jackson played Broberg last season.
And he just knew he had to make sure he gets it over that line.
Mark Stone tried to slither one through to Jack Eichel. Rolls free to Barbashev. Now it's Stone into the
empty net and Oilers, that's not a thing.
Back to the red line.
Next commercial break, I'll tell you the story of why the whole thing happened the way it happened. And you can take the information with you as you want.
From White Cloud, got it down low for Arvidsson. He's got Draisaitl as the trailer. Sets him up. Draisaitl back behind for Arvidsson.
4.5 left to go. Oilers are in the Vegas zone right now.
Hill, rebound, Mark Stone. Vegas.
Shots are 21-20 for Vegas.
Hanifin down the middle of Barbashev. Pickards gonna roll this one over.
To appease Broberg's agent, that was a little bit. That had a little bit to do with it, but there's a little bit more that I wish came to fruition. But alas, St. Louis had other ideas.
It's been airtight between these two teams. This is their 32nd meeting. Edmonton has won 16, Vegas 15. Coming into tonight. Opening. Weak shot, Korzak, fluttered wide. Here's a chance for Pearson. That was
3.5 minutes left to go in the third period. Oilers are just holding. They're bending but not breaking.
Two Oilers draped all over him. Puck finally pried loose to Kulak, and he'll golf it back.
They can't get it anywhere further than red line.
Another shift or so.
You're good. You're good.
Keep an eye on Aiden Hill for you as we come up on 3 minutes. Into the zone. Nick Wall tied up with Nugent Hopkins.
Northern hears about it from a lot of people, the whole Broberg Holloway discussion. Northern's in a lot of chats and she hears more than she cares to admit about fans bitching about Broberg and Holloway. Like, you think we bitch about Broberg and Holloway? Man, there's other chats that are loaded with it.
Try to go to Brandon Saad. That went off the toe of his stick and is cleared routinely by Hyman. Reset for Theodore.
Yeah, not so much, Nick. Not so much. Yeah, I'm with you, Northern. Let's get one more. We got 2.5 minutes left to go in the third period. Oh, bad giveaway there by the Oilers yet again. And where's our forward watching the points? Fuck, I hate this team. Hey, Bolts game. That was a good game by the Lightning. What a pretty play by Kucherov, though. Like, oh, that was a bit of interference run by Riley Smith. But unfortunately, that'll be icing against the Oilers with 2 minutes remaining in the third period.
Minute 53 to play.
Wondering about Ozempic?
That's good to hear, Trucker. That's good to hear that you got a phone call, man. Like, I've also been thinking about you too, though, and your condition that you're dealing with. But you have to understand why. Like, I get why he's upset by it. Oh, Diane knows. Diane knows. We knows. I'm not ratting you out, or I'm not putting any dirt on no soil. I'm just letting people know you're an amazing woman, and you do a lot of things for a lot of people. Let's go, Oilers. 3-2 score for Edmonton. 2 minutes left to go in the third period. Empty net, Vegas.
Of course, off the icing. Carlson now steps in to take the draw. Barbashev and Eichel in the slot. William Carlson.
Oh, for sure, nothing but good news for you. Draisaitl gets thrown out of the face-off circle.
Another lengthy delay before this puck.
I got over it the second it happened.
Back to Shea Theodore. Extra man.
I got over it the second it happened. Because it's not a big loss.
Carlson, centering pass, open man, reaching, save.
Huge save by Calvin Pickard. Huge fucking save by Pickard. Put that down. 1:37 left to go in the third period. Huge save by Pickard.
looked like Arvidsson was going to come up with this puck, and the Golden Knights find it. It's a beautiful pass from Stone to Dorofeev. And instantly, when he releases this puck, great blocker save by Pickard. He knows, he looks to the sky, but what a chance.
Here's Theodore. The Jack Eichel wrist one toward the net, deflected high, and that stays within the playing surface. Arvidsson unable to clear. Theodore put it across. Minute 20 to go.
1.5 left to go in the third period.
Behind the net, Stone. Eichel with Bouchard draped all over him. Bouchard.
Yes, just get the puck out. Is that an empty netter? No, not hard enough.
Before it gets to the crease.
Right, Nick, making the Broder proud.
Here's the finish in Sin City.
1 minute remaining in the third period. 1 minute remaining in the third period. Oilers 3, Vegas 2. All the pressure in the world in the Oilers zone. Puck gets cleared out. 50 seconds left. Shots are 22-20. Vegas has the puck behind their net. They're going to go for one final rush here. I guess you're waiting till after the game to hear the story about a man named Jed. Do anything to keep his family fed. Out on snow to shoot some food. Down to the hills and crude. Texas goal. 30 seconds left to go in the game.
30 seconds to go. Dorofeev loading up. No shot from Theodore. Now it's Eichel. Wrists it down low. A block shot in front of the Edmonton net. It's underneath.
Darnell Nurse. Huge block shot by 2-5. Gets poked in the mouth. He's bleeding. He don't care. 2-5.
Aggressive pursuit in the corner on the first opportunity.
They can have that all they want. Ain't happening. Skinner's still the goalie.
I'm not moving.
Skinner is still the #1 guy in Edmonton.
Trying to thread this one through, and this one catches Wallman.
Oh, Wallman with a huge block shot. Darnell Nurse 2-5 huge block shot. Timeout Vegas. 19 seconds left to go in the third period.
Over our last plan with 19.1 seconds on the clock. Darnell Nurse, we talked about him Saturday night against the Calgary Flames. Just a terrific performance.
Let's get this. Let's just get this.
Lineup. He's going to be elevated in his role. He logs a ton of minutes, but
right.
All over the ice in that defensive shift.
Tonight's play of the game brought to you by Rogers, proud partner and
another one that didn't need a sequel.
The team's talking over.
Well, the 52nd goal, 399.
Now, so hear me out here. The situation with Broberg was he was playing to up his trade value. The plan was to have him traded in the offseason. That was the plan. Whether you guys like it or not, that was the plan, to have Broberg traded for pieces, for prospects, depth, what have you. Unfortunately, St. Louis was the team the Oilers were trying to trade with, and a deal fell through. Then St. Louis got the bright idea. Well, let's offer sheet him. Oilers don't have the money, A, to match, and B, 7 seconds. 5, 4, get the puck out, get the puck out, get the puck out, puck is out. Oilers win! Oilers win! Play la ba ba bye bye! I'll continue the story after this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, thank you for watching Oilers Fan Reaction. It's a little bit of finishing the story. The whole thing of playing Broberg was to get his trade value up, to trade him. Yes, they were trying to get Chychrun. Unfortunately, I can't remember who had Chychrun at the time. They didn't want just Broberg. They wanted Broberg and pieces. So we went to St. Louis. We were offering St. Louis Broberg, and we wanted Neighbors in return because he was also coming up under contract. So we thought, hey, if we give you a guy that you guys can sign, you give us a guy we can sign, both parties are happy. You get a young defenseman, we get a young forward. Now, obviously that trade didn't go through. Yes, a very high prospect for us. And we said, okay, can't do that deal, obviously. Then we get offer sheeted for Broberg and Holloway. So it sucks, but the Blues knew what they were doing, and they are banking on Holloway having seasons that he's having now. They're banking on Broberg not getting hurt for the rest of his NHL career. They're gambling a lot on a guy that played 10 playoff games in his NHL career. Like has played 10 NHL games in his career. It's a gamble that St. Louis made. This year it looks good. But what is next year going to look like? That is going to be the story for the Oilers that they have to just wait and see. For me, it worked out great for the Oilers. Whether you like it or not, we have a prospect named Matthew Savoy. We have great leadership in the locker room with Perry. Arvidsson is going to be Arvidsson of LA when he played against us in the playoffs. He's going to be good for us in the playoffs. Jeff Skinner is going to show up in the playoffs because this is going to be his first playoffs ever. Don't tell me he won't. He's already showing what he can do. So I think the Oilers are better off without them. It does suck to see score sheets of Holloway assist here, Holloway goal here, Broberg assist here, Broberg assist here. But then when you look deeper into the stats and see Holloway at 27 minutes a night, Broberg at 20, 22 minutes a night, then you understand why they're getting the points. They wouldn't have that opportunity here in Edmonton. For better or worse, they're better off without us. We're better off without them. It's okay. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Again, my name is Matt for OilersFanReaction. We'll see you guys on Thursday, 8:30. Oilers are in San Jose to take on the Sharks. Do we see McDavid? Or does he wait till Saturday afternoon? Yeah, Joe, I love Joey, and I will defend Joey to my dying breath. But that's part of his tism. That's part of that's part of his symptom that he had. He didn't understand. But I get the frustration that you have. And yes, to finish that story, Joe, he did end up apologizing to her, and they have met before he died. A long time ago before he died. The Oilers made it right. He made it right. So, yeah. But, yeah, Joey came with a lot. Like, it's either you really loved Joey or you didn't understand him and you really didn't like Joey. There wasn't too many people that were in the middle when it came to Joey. But, hey. You guys enjoy the night. Oh, absolutely. I totally understand why the girl's dad be livid. And if it would have been anybody else but Joey do it, that girl's dad probably would have threw punches. To be 100% honest with you. If it was anybody else but Joey that did it, there would have been punches thrown. But I understand completely valid. Completely valid. But yeah, Joey was a guy. He was a character all in himself. Absolutely, and I completely understand. Like, I didn't witness it firsthand. I just heard it second, third, and fourth hand. But yeah, you talking about it now makes me think of the stories of Joey. Like, He was always good to me. I wasn't there, but I've heard stories. Yeah, I've heard the stories. Yeah, it was during an Oilers game back at Rexall Place, yeah. Like I said, Joey wasn't perfect, and I will... he had his tisms. He had his temper tantrums. But still a hell of a guy. Anyways, guys, we'll see you guys on Thursday. On Thursday, as it is Tuesday. See you guys Thursday. Thanks for watching. Deuces.